Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Listen, Lord have mercy, ladies and gentlemen. I must discuss something. Listen, the Colorado Buffaloes, it's a lot of things that got to get worked out, goddamn. And I thought they shored this shit up, man. Lord have mercy. We got breaking news. This offensive line, they just need to throw it in the trash. You know, I cannot believe what just happened, man. Deion Sanders was on his hands and knees pleading with the offensive line to pick it up. This guy, Shedeur, said they're going to put Shedeur Sanders in the infirmary, ladies and gentlemen. He may not make it to the #1 pick in the NFL draft, God damn it. You understand? I'm very disgusted after this evening. You know, now you had Deion Sanders, you know, and Shiloh. They said they was going to be getting to Mr. Raiola. You know, they, like I said, he was very conservative tonight. But that offensive line from Nebraska, they was able to hold up. Now that's not the same to be said for the Colorado offensive line. You know, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what's going on with Pat Shermer. It's time to go back to the drawing board, God damn it. You understand? This was disgusting. You understand? Completely disgusting, y'all. You know, now clearly we got some injuries here. We all know what's going on with Shiloh. You know, like I said, Shedeur, he left the game early. You know, we're going to find out what that was all about. I mean, Deion Sanders, he was checking in and out the game. I mean, one minute he had the headset on, the next minute he threw the shit off. You know, so you had all of these different variables taking place all at one time. But the ultimate conclusion was the Colorado Buffaloes had a mud hole stomped in them, ladies and gentlemen. That's what took place. It was a complete mud hole that got stomped into the Colorado Buffaloes. You know, this is sad. This is completely sad. Salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out my man Win Stumbling. Shout out Basil Carpenter Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the Colorado Buffaloes, I repeat, should be awfully ashamed of themselves. You know, they got beat down. This basically was a shutout. You understand? Seriously, it was a shutout. Now, Shedeur, he was mad as hell. You know, at some point, Shedeur gonna have to come out and light a fire into this offensive line. You know, because like I said, the Cornhuskers, you know, they came out to play tonight. You know, shout out to my man from Omaha, Nebraska, Terrence Bud Crawford. You know, he was in the building. Nebraska was in the building heavy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But this seemed like it was a throwback to last season. I want to pose the question to everybody. Is this the beginning of the end? You understand? Because this feels like that game, you know, last year when Colorado went up to Oregon. You understand? And it seemed like the floor just fell from underneath them. That's the $1 million question I want to pose for the people right now. Has the floor just opened up underneath the Colorado Buffaloes and everything is about to fall through the cracks? You understand? Is this the beginning of the end? Is every game going to look like this from here on out? Because the offensive line was just exposed, pardon me, once again. I'm very excited tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Colorado Buffaloes, they have made a fool out of everybody tonight. We thought they was going to roll in there. You had the FCU chants rolling around all over the place. You thought that the Buffaloes was going to be prepared and ready and locked and loaded. And Lord have mercy, they wasn't. You know, Travis Hunter tonight, you know, we all know the two-way freak, assassin. You know, listen, man, they put the lock and keys on dudes tonight. Give credit to Nebraska. I'm telling you, let me know, did you see Nebraska putting the lock and key on everybody tonight like they did? I thought we was going to get a better outing from the Colorado Buffaloes. I'm very upset that the Buffs came out with this performance. You know, they really should be ashamed of themselves because they're going to get this guy, Shedeur Sanders, severely injured, you know, and that's what's going to take place, pardon me. But I repeat, Shedeur Sanders checked out early. This rivalry right here, man, is crazy, you know. But nonetheless, man, this 28-10 victory. And like I said, the 10 points to me, it came out of garbage time. You know, Shedeur Sanders couldn't get shit down. You know, it was a mess. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the halftime lead was horrendous. You know, they was on a donut. It was over. Now, Nebraska played a horrible second half. You understand? I'm trying to figure out any remnants of good that I could sneak out of this, but I really can't find it for you, ladies. I can't lie to the people. This was a disheartening performance from the Colorado Buffaloes. There's no explanation for this performance. Matt Rule and these guys shitting on Deion Sanders. He got out-coached. You understand? We got to some questions that gotta be had here. You know, the Buffaloes couldn't do nothing. You know, what are they going to do to protect this guy, Shedeur Sanders? You understand? Because this guy, Raiola, he was wilding. You understand? He's not on the level of no Shedeur. You understand? But, you know, when you got this protection, you know, could you imagine if Shedeur had the protection that Nebraska was giving him? I mean, this guy, Raiola, had enough time to do everything. You know, as soon as they snapped the ball for Colorado, they was in trouble. You understand? They was in complete trouble. Point blank period, man. They brought it tonight. I don't know, like it seemed like Colorado, it's everybody's Super Bowl. You understand? That's how they played them tonight, man. It was like the Nebraska played this like it was a goddamn championship on the line. It was no other way to slice what happened, man. You know, Colorado, they played a little bit better in the second half, but it was too late. You know, the way they started that first half was horrendous. I mean, seriously. You know, now Shedeur did it was a touchdown that could have threaded the needle, and it didn't go down. They was missing field goals. They was missing everything. It's like I said, the Buffs could not get up off the ground. You understand? It's just point blank period. Shout out to my man, Tribe Sports Media in the building. You already know what it is. It's almost that time. You know, now Deion Sanders is in complete trouble, y'all. You know, now, like I said, Shedeur Sanders, he's elite. He's this, he's that. But if Shedeur Sanders cannot get no time to pass the goddamn ball, you understand? What good is it? Seriously. You know, now Shedeur got hit, you know, head-on collision by one of the Nebraska players, and he got put out the game. So they targeted. They were going right after Shedeur. You understand? I'm telling you, see Shedeur with the money sign on his towel. You understand, the dollar sign all gold out. So they coming for that money. They know Shedeur Sanders, who this man is. They know what's going on with Deion and them. You know, they trying to make headline news. You know, they knocked Shedeur Sanders, they knocked his head off. You understand? They everything goes up for them. You know, and I have no doubt in my mind that they was trying to attack Shedeur Sanders tonight. You know, and they should be, like I said, the Colorado offensive line should be ashamed of themselves. I want to hold Pat Shermer accountable. They fired the offensive coach, you know, the offensive coordinator last season, It was a big thing that went on. You understand? And now they brought in Pat Shermer, and now you see the same similar issues that's going on with the offensive line. You understand? This is just disgusting. You understand? It's point blank period. This is just a complete disgusting shot. This was a collapse. You understand? Point blank period. This was an utter, complete, disgusting collapse by the Colorado Buffaloes. But it's tough to say it was a collapse because they never even got off the goddamn ground rolling, ladies and gentlemen. They never got off the ground rolling. What I will say about the Buffaloes is this, man. You know, better luck next time. They was not the favorite in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We all know this was going to be a very tough outing for the Colorado Buffaloes. They was not going to be favored in this matchup, y'all. And that's what we all need to understand. But, you know, the Buffs, you know, Deion, shout out to Deion Sanders, man. Like I said, he was checking in and out the game. Like this guy, I was wondering when he's gonna put the headset on. Seriously, I think Deion, and they know Deion know the media, and he gonna have cameras and eyeballs all on him all night long. How the hell he gonna run around here and snatch the goddamn headset? You're the head coach. You understand? Shador Sanders, he just left. He could have left a half hour earlier too. Like I said, he left before the game even finished. You understand? This was completely disheartening, y'all. But we got the same issue. Shiloh Sanders, to me, I believe he could be out, y'all. He had a fracture. You understand? This is big news right now, what's going on with Shiloh. He's got a broken forearm, ladies and gentlemen. Shiloh has a broken forearm, so this is devastating for the Colorado Buffaloes. The defense was already horrendous. They had a mud hole stomped in them by Nebraska tonight, and now they lose Shiloh. Like I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. Shiloh Sanders with a broken forearm in this matchup. The Buffs got broke down by Nebraska. I got my man Phonics in the house. Listen, Phonics, man, did you see what happened with CU? You see what's going on with Deion? They just got a mud hole stomped in them. What in the hell is going on with the Buffaloes? The offensive line cannot protect Shador. This is horrendous. What in the world is going on in Colorado Buffaloes land?
Yo, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's going on in Buffalo's land, man? Because they got a mud hole stomped in them tonight, and Shador just had no protection. I'm very disgusted with the line. My man Phonics got some connection issues. He's going to be back with us. But like I told the people, y'all, Shador Sanders, man.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. What's going on? Yes.
Okay. Yo, I mean, I'm not surprised, man. You're only surprised because you're on the hype train. They're not good. They are not good, man. We went through this last season. Why we got to keep going through this, bro? Why we got to keep going through this? I keep telling y'all, Deion Sanders don't play football no more. And really, I can't blame Shador. It's the offensive line. They claim they rebuilt the whole offensive line. They got rid of all of this. They got rid of all of that. They still really only got 2 players. But I like that other young boy who's a transfer. I forgot his name. The wide receiver. He's a big boy, 6'3". You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's tough, man. But he has no protection, man.
Right.
And this is something that Deion's going to have to address. He's going to have to stop talking about everything that's not important. He needs to shut down and really focus on being a coach. This is what he hasn't done. See, y'all give him all the credit when he wins, but in the loss, you know what I'm saying, you don't get on his behind. He spends too much frivolous time with the BS. All these press conferences, he disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, the reporters and all of that. He ain't talking to this person. He ain't spending enough time on football. His mind isn't in it. That's why his players' minds aren't in it, man. And yo, this is the worst, you know what I'm saying? It's more to come. Oh, it's more to come. It only gets worse. It only goes downhill from there.
Listen, I got my man All Access in the building. Listen, man.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy. The Buffaloes, who's seen this coming? Nebraska just shitted on them. You understand? There's no other way to slice and dice it. What the hell did we just witness? God damn it, we live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine. Flight, listen, you might say, or you might be reticent of saying that it wasn't a collapse, but it was. From the onset of the game, Colorado had their heads up their butts. They came in a little probably too cocky from the results of last season. And Matt Rule, I mean, he probably couldn't sleep for a whole year until he had this matchup once again inside of a Big Red. And this time, they took Colorado to pieces. I mean, the sideline coaches looked in stupor when Colorado was down 28-0. It seemed like they didn't have no answer, and they just basically just relinquished any kind of challenge that they're supposed to put forth against Nebraska. Listen, Fathers has some very good points. I just believe that you cannot play football. You gotta free football. You gotta walk football. You can't just show up on a Saturday thinking that everybody's gonna bow down to your celebrity. No, these guys are headhunters, and they trying to get in uniform on Sunday, and sooner or later, Colorado have to realize this, Flight.
Yes, but I got a question for
I
you,
agree,
Dex.
Dex. I agree with you, Dex.
Great point, Dex. What is going on with Shador, though? Because I thought Deion shored up this line. What the hell is going on with Pat Shermer and company? Because this guy almost got took out tonight, yo.
Listen, Flight, that offensive setup that they had for this game was a stupor. I mean, it was utterly ridiculous. One play I saw, Shador in his end zone throwing an out to the wide side of the field where there was a zone being played. And the Nebraska defender sat in his pocket and Shador threw the ball right to him for a pick six. I mean, you cannot put Shador in that type of situation, right? What needs to happen there, you run the ball out of the end zone or you just do a little quick stop, to get some breathing room so you can operate. They put Shador in a lot of bad situations, and Shador didn't check out of them for some reason, unknowing to us why he never checked out of some of those god-awful sets for the offensive plays.
And Shiloh probably gone, man. You know what I'm saying? We won't see him again to the pros. He gone.
What's your thoughts on that situation with Shiloh? You can start, Phonics. I mean, how devastating is it for Deion and the Buffaloes? Talk to us. And Shiloh.
I mean, man, when they top defensive players, I mean, yeah, it's a big deal, but to me, it's not a big deal because now that's giving a younger player, you know what I'm saying, getting him a spot to shine in, man. Shiloh already got his spot. We know he's going to the pros, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, man. Now a younger player can step up and earn their spot, man. But, to piggyback off Dex, I totally agree with what he said, man. And again, like I said, Deion going to have to focus. All this foolishness was last year and this year. We only 2 games in, but you're going to have to focus now, man, because you are on everybody's chalkboard, man. Everybody wants to beat you, and they want to beat you bad, and they want to beat you down, and they want to take your other son out the game. You know what I'm saying? In his season. And, he going to have to get on that offensive line. That did not, 5 sacks or something like that? That don't make no sense, man. That is shameful. That you said that you rebuilt this whole line, but this line is the same or if not worse than last year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that goes on both sides of the ball, Phonics, because they got Coach Warren Sapp on the defensive line, and that defensive line was getting gashed all night. Lucky for that holding, they just gave up a 60-some-yard run, but the referees threw him a bone and gave him a holding call and brought that touchdown back. Or else it would have been an utterly disaster being down 35-3.
True, and too many penalties. That's a lack of discipline.
Yeah, you're right about that. What do you credit to that? Is it Deion's, pizzazz, pardon me, or what's going on? Is Deion influencing this? What's going on? Because these penalties, somebody got to be held accountable for this.
Right. It's unreal what we witnessed tonight because they had Nebraska on the other side of Nebraska territory with a 4th and God knows how long it was. And it was an incomplete pass. Defense held up, and then somebody roughed the passer. How do you rough the passer in that situation? What low IQ was displayed on that play? You don't rough the passer. You already know that he's going to throw the ball, and the ball is gone. Let up and get the downs over again and start marching to try to make a comeback. But Colorado, they just shitted on their own self tonight,
Yeah, listen, man, you're absolutely right about that, man. This was sad. The only thing I'm upset about is because I thought Deion said the line was going to get straightened out, but clearly it seems like we headed for a situation. I want to take some questions from the chat right now. Put some questions in the chat, y'all. It's Flight Sports. We're about to get interactive in here. Shout out to my man BTW Tribe Sports Media. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my man. The chief says, this is a question for you, Phonics. I'm going to start with you. He says, will this hurt Shador's ranking in the draft? This is a question for the panel and the chat. What's your thoughts on this, Phonics?
Heck no, man. That's Deion Sanders' son, man.
Mm.
Nah, that boy going 1 through 5, man. 1 through 5. Trust me. 1 through 5. That's Deion Sanders' son. Come on, man. And yo, remember what I told you last time, or if you forgot, or if everybody forgot. Where he goes, or either Shiloh goes, that's where Deion goes, man. He
Yo,
out of Colorado.
how can Dion put up with this shit? I mean, he ripping the headphones off. He ain't gonna last. He ain't gonna last 2 hours with these dudes without his kids. That's the way it looks, to me. But let's see, this one game. So I mean, we don't want to jump the gun, but nonetheless, man, business just picked up. I got my man Coffee to the World in the building. Listen, Colorado, they just got hammered by Nebraska. Shador had a hard time. Give us your thoughts, Coffee. Talk to us.
Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the hottest shit in the streets in the world. I just think everybody should just calm down, chill, fall back a little bit. Self-inflicted wounds will always hurt a team. Colorado did it to themselves. At some point, Shador got to just use common sense, run the ball. They ain't established no running game. You got to establish a running game. He's like predictables. Like, everybody know he's going to pass, so they set it up. It's pretty much one-on-one. They come send 4, send 3, send a blitz, and it's just too predictable. So you got to establish a running game in and out, which is why Travis Hunter and J5, they frustrated. They want to touch the ball. They can do something with the ball, but the ball ain't hitting their hand. And why it's not hitting their hand? Because everybody know the coverage. They know what's going to happen. So all you do is send 2 on Hunter, and that one keep on picking the lane with J5. You might get 1 or 2 going through there, but it ain't going to be consistent because you ain't established no running game. When you look at the teams they played so far, they have established their running game. Even the first team, North Dakota, they cold. They be winning championships. That quarterback was doing some shit, but he established that running game first, and then he throw the ball. He pick up 6 here, he pick up 10, he pick up another 6, pick up 7, and then he throw it for like 15 to 20 yards. And they successful.
I agree.
They successful. So that's what, Shador got to do. You don't need no Pat Shermer, no people to tell you that. That's just common sense. Like, you can't do what you did last year. You got to go ahead and use your common sense, man, establish your running game, and then throw a couple. Then
I agree.
Now you got people off balance. That you see Nebraska, they kept on switching it up. They kept on getting them different looks. Colorado never picked up on it, never made that adjustment. Shallow out like it look like he's going to the league from here. Like I think for a forearm break, it takes 3 to 6 months to heal. So that's the season right there. You break your forearm, you Google that, it takes 3 to 6 months to heal. So he ain't coming back. He's going right to the league, and probably whatever team Shador going to, they're gonna make a deal to pick up Shiloh as well, which is a great thing. Now at that point, we want to see the other talent because they got talent. They got a massive talent on Colorado, but when there's a lot of favoritism going on, you can't really get to see the other talent. So it ain't no knock on Deion. Deion try to be everybody's father, but you can't be everybody's father. At some point, you got to say, okay, I'm the coach, and let me hurt some feelings. Even if I got to hurt my own son's feelings, let me hurt some feelings, and so we can do this thing like it's supposed to be done. He's a Hall of Famer. He's an incredible dude, incredible father. But you got 100 football players, and everybody want to get some touches. Everybody want to get some shine. Everybody want to get at least something. And so at some point, you got to say to yourself, man, we got to stop having all these motivational speeches. I think they need to cut some of that stuff. You see them every day on what's name. So you're giving your shit away. You always on social media, always on social media, always this, all that. Cut some of that shit down.
I agree.
Just show them motherfuckers. Fall back.
Yeah, also Coffee.
They know who you are. They know exactly who you are now. So just chill, fall back, and sneak up on some people. But when you see all that shit, that's everybody's Super Bowl. When they play Colorado, that's everybody's championship. Everybody's Super Bowl.
Exactly.
They really get up on them people. So y'all ain't paying attention to what's really going on.
Check this out, though. Deion Sanders, I know this. Listen, he's my guy, right? Because he played with the Cowboys, so he's definitely my guy. But Deion Sanders, to me, it seems like, I could be wrong. I'm not saying what I'm saying is Bible, is not canonical, but it seems like he's trying to win the Heisman every week. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to, get his son numbers up and Travis Hunter numbers up for the Heisman every week to keep them afloat, regardless to wins or loss. And that's why I think that maybe some of that has to, dissipate to some degree due to the fact that they got to win games. You know what I mean? They got to get into that playoffs. They got to establish rhythm. And I know it's a 12-team playoff this season, and you can lose a couple of games and still get into the playoffs. But they got to get ready to get into the playoffs. And like you said, that favoritism, I know what you was meaning. They can't just focus on Travis Hunter getting his numbers, Shadur Sanders getting his numbers. They got to win as a whole unit. The chemistry got to be all around amalgamated. If not, they're going to be fragmented, and players are going to feel some kind of way in order to sacrifice their full body, mind, and soul for the university.
So when you think about it, they've been feeling some type of way. It's just that they trying to play as a cohesive team. It ain't a knock on Deion, because Deion is an incredible player. Deion been an incredible coach. Jason Whitlock, he ain't shit. Jason Whitlock a mod. He ain't shit. So he don't get no credit. But to your point, I would have to respectfully disagree just a little bit. Every coach put their players out there on the platform, on that stage, the ones that got a chance to win that Heisman Trophy. Every coach do that. But it's just they doing it with structure, and they running. They establishing patterns. They establishing rhythm, whereas Colorado not doing that, so it's right in your face, and you know exactly what's going on. It's too obvious. You establish the running game and move that ball around, and everybody getting touches, everything looking like it's a balance. They gonna do
now, Kobe, you right about that.
Right.
No, you right about that. You got to have a run game.
That's
you
right.
Have a run game.
Exactly. Them guys gonna get their touches, but if you just look and you just see J5 all the time running routes, and you see Travis Hunter, all they gotta do is double up. You know what I'm saying?
Nebraska was running the hell out that ball. That boy, what's his name, Godal or whatever? He was running the hell out that ball, man.
You know why? That's their championship, and they did what they supposed to do. When you playing them kind of guys, and everybody's saying this and saying that, and they saying you ain't shit and saying Colorado about to blow you out, you're like, all right, well, I'm about to get my numbers off this team right here. Like, I know everybody gonna be watching. You got 30-some, 40-some NFL scouts watching some at the game, so you really getting them out. They might never get that much shine this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the next Nebraska game we gonna watch as a collective? You know what I'm saying?
And yo, Bud Crawford was there too. The champ was there.
Yeah.
The champ was there.
You ain't gonna see him at no more games.
Word.
Think about that. So everybody in Colorado, when you're watching Colorado, you're watching a celebrity situation. It's all about entertainment, which is great. But all Deion got to do is just fall back in simplicity. Just do some simplicity.
I said that, bro. I said that too, bro. He got to turn it off. Yeah, he got to turn it off, man. He got to turn that off.
I mean, you got the pub bar. We know who you are. We already know what it now. Let them other guys, because they got some talent on that team. But if you ain't giving them no show, and you giving them no light, and the same light go to the same guys all the time, I don't care how them guys feeling. Whether it be Travis Hunter is a heck of a talent, but you got some guys you ain't even seen on that team that's off this world. But you would never know it because they keep talking about the same guys every weekend, and the same guys they try to get the ball to. And all Shadur got to do is, man, pretty much do. You must like getting hit because all you got to do is use common sense. They used to have a player by the name of Jim McMahon. The white boy was be the quarterback of Chicago Bears. Jim McMahon established that game. Now, no doubt, he had Walter Payton them guys back there. He only threw that shit when he had to. He established that running game, throw your ass off guard. He wasn't no hell of a...
Hey, but Courtney,
he was a game manager. Jim McMahon was the ultimate game manager.
But y'all know though nowadays people want to see the ball go in the air and they want to see touchdowns. So that's what a lot of these teams cater to. That's why running backs are devalued like they are, because a lot of teams don't want to establish the run. They want to just throw the ball. People are seeing the Patrick Mahomes of the world and all these other quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Honest, we saw that with Baltimore, right? They got Henry back there, and they didn't use him as a workhorse. They just kind of use him as a decoy, and Lamar did most of the running.
Now think about what y'all just said. Now think
You
about
gotta have balance, Coffee. You gotta have balance.
absolutely.
I agree.
Word.
Absolutely. The thing about what y'all just said, you say Patrick Mahomes, right? Look how they establish their running game. You don't see them hand that motherfucker out all the time. They pick up 7, 8,
Yeah,
6,
they got Pacheco.
7,
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
They be fucking you up. They driving so hard. You be saying, God damn, they've been holding the ball for the last 4.5 minutes. We tired as hell. And then what do Patrick do? He add that motherfucker out, touchdown, or hit Travis Case. You see Travis don't do shit or be a decoy blocking and shit. And then about the third down, Travis got the ball, pick up another 10 first yard, shit like this, heading out of bounds. That's how you got to do this shit, you know. Establish
Because you're right. But what I'm saying is the general public wants to see big time touchdown. They want to see the ball go in the air. Now the only time they care about a running play is if a dude he break and he go for like 60 yards.
You gonna see that funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about it. You're right. You're going to see that. Look, when they played Oregon last year, right? You see how Oregon was establishing that running game and they was handing that motherfucker out? They was establishing that running game and it out. They had to think about that. They had 50-something points. They did both, but they hit the running game first. Now they giving you what you want.
Subscribe to Flight Sports TV. Hit the like button and leave a comment.
This a football game right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you got a quarterback that you know that's not predictable, that's the scariest quarterback on the planet because you don't know what's about to happen. He keep you on your toes, keep you off balance. He playing chess. Well, these guys playing checkers. He playing simple. I know.
But you're right though. But you're right. It look man obvious because everybody know he's gonna try to get into Travis Hunter. That's gonna be his first read. That's gonna be his first read. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. And then they're gonna send to it. Travis might get picked. That's why it was a pick. And then you running out of. I'd rather him run out of bounds instead of throwing across your body over your shoulder. You're already in an awkward position. Just run him out of bounds. You ain't got to do that shit. Be cold and be fantastic. Make the most fantastic play. The coldest play is the play that ain't no picks. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
They got some hell of a running backs that you ain't even seen
yet. So you saying they got to check down sometimes, right?
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, you got to check it down sometimes to play safe.
Come on social media.
Hey, y'all, but also, y'all peep this. He got to stop running so much, man. He got to stop all that running. He gonna get hurt, man. He got to stop all that running. Because one play he got knocked so hard, it took him a little bit of time to get back up. Go ahead, bro.
You know who that is? That ain't even Pat Shermer. That ain't even his father. That's on Shador. He want to do that type of shit. He should know by now that, look, you're getting fucked up. Stop doing it, man. And his father probably told him just like that, dude, stop doing that shit. You're going to get fucked up. Stop trying to get those. You got your numbers. You got your numbers from last week. Now, this week, get the running back. Establish your running game. Get these motherfuckers involved because it's like anything. You playing basketball and you don't get no pass. You don't want to run the floor no more. Niggas don't want to play no more. Like, I ain't shit. The same motherfucker getting shine. I ain't trying to play no more. Fuck that. We get this big old pep talk and big speech, and come Saturday, everybody forget about what they promised and what they said, and y'all just expect us to do all the dirty work. Fuck that. We want to get some shine too. I got some bitches I want to impress too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all
because these are some young men, and you know they pride is in the gram. You know they got big pride in that gram. But before we look, please subscribe to Flight Sports TV for the best sports take on YouTube. Subscribe. We got a consortium of content creators who will explore and will talk to you till your ear fall off. Subscribe to Flight Sports TV.
What up, y'all? It's your man, Freeway Ricky Ross, and you looking at Flight Sports TV. Don't turn that channel.
You know, anytime Phonics and I agree, and you know there's some good shit going on, some shit that's popping.
Word.
We on the same channel, on the same frequency, because we usually don't do it like that. But it's just so obvious. It's just so obvious, man. Get off the social media shit. Stop doing the favoritism shit. You got 100 football players. Give everybody some shine. At least let 20 motherfuckers shine. At least, you know what I'm saying? Do something else. I'd rather you put the fucking camera on the water boy. Let me see how you get down, how you pass the water out or something. You know, same shine for the same people all the time. It's hard for everybody else to get excited. You know, and then far as your door, stop running, stop doing the bullshit, but use your common sense. We know you got a hell of an arm. You a smart dude when you do smart shit, but you a dumb dude when you do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, How you feel about the defense and the defensive pressure? Is it
They
there?
They amazing. The defense is amazing. It's just they got shook that first. Coming off that what's name, they got shook coming at that first quarter. But if you look at what they did the second half, they didn't score no more points. They shut them down.
Great observation. They won the second half big time.
Absolutely. So, and then a person like Shador, you don't know what he's gonna do. You want to protect this dude, but he want to run and all this. Shador, we're gonna protect you. Stop running, dog. Sit in the pocket. We can hold these motherfuckers. But then Shador get to taking off. They can't hold up them corners alone. Them people rushing. They sitting blitzing shit because they don't know what Shador gonna do. Shador be inconsistent. A smart ass dude, hell of a talent. But he just got to do the basic shit. Just do the fundamental shit. Establish your running game and then add that shit out. Establish running game, add that shit out. Ain't no way in the hell it should be 3 and out on the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? We don't get a chance to we kicking all the time. We ain't doing shit.
Exactly. So, finally, how do you feel about Colorado shutting Nebraska down for the whole second half, basically?
I mean, they had got a breath of fresh air, man. I guess they came out like a little rejuvenated, but it just still wasn't enough. I still didn't see enough, man. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them as a team, man. But they're gonna have to. They need to reset. They really need to reset because I felt like from the beginning of that game it was out of control. And even the points that they scored, the little 20 points, to me those were in garbage time. They never really mattered. They was out of the game from the beginning. They weren't like there. It's like as soon as that pressure started coming, I don't blame Shador, man. I don't think he lost the game. You know what I'm saying? I would blame the defense and I blame the offensive line. I don't blame Shador.
I gotta disagree with you, Finance. You know why I gotta disagree with you? Because Shador, he's the head. You knock the head down, the body falls. When you the head and you get everybody else involved, then people want to play. But when you the head and you do the opposite shit, like you think about it. You in this meeting, but you on Colorado football team, right? You get all these speeches from Monday through Friday, all these motivational speeches, all this bullshit, all this Monday through Friday, and it's too much pressure on each individual when they should just let them guys play. Stop doing all that bullshit. Stop put pressure on them guys. Let them guys play loose. When I see the teams, like everybody playing tight, the offense and the defense, everybody playing tight. And you can't play tight. You can't play the game tight. You got to play the game loose with no situations.
But Coffee, but what you missing is it's easy to say that, but they're playing for Deion Sanders,
that's what I'm
Coach
saying.
Prime. So everybody got pressure on them because if you don't perform, your ass is out of there.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it's up to them coaches to have that real talk and stop bullshitting them and stop saying that, okay, if you don't do this, this was going to happen. Because you know it's consequences, right? You know, it ain't no more. It ain't no more 3 or 4 year scholarship. That shit ain't even happen no more. It ain't even no more year scholarship. That shit be going day to day. You ain't as good as your last game. That's how people look at you. So what Prime them need to do? He needed to have a talk with his coaching staff and tell them stop putting so much pressure on them guys. Stop doing all this shit. Let them shit motherfuckers have fun in practice. Don't do so much shit, and then don't let us see them doing all that shit. We don't need to see all that. We ain't never seen this much. They did great last year when they did all this media shit. Now, all you gotta do now is stop doing that media shit. Let them guys play. Stop putting pressure on them, saying if you don't do this, you don't perform. No, you up out of here. No, dog, that's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. But
you a man of a certain age, like me and Dex on here. We old enough to remember Deion when he played and how he played and all of that allure and mystique that came with him. It hasn't stopped, bro. It hasn't stopped.
So you know what we bring the people in. So Phonics, you know what we got to take into account? And this is a sad commentary, but we got to do this. You got broken households. You ain't got no fathers in the households no more. You got the mothers running the household. So these motherfuckers bitch made. They raised up like hoes, like bitches. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. And don't nobody want to say it because they don't want to be putting the target on women. You know, when you got that type of shit and they come in, it's like, dude, transfer last year. What's the player that came in and transferred because he had all them problems? Is that another?
You're talking about McClain. You talking about McClain?
Yeah, him. That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about McClain.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Raised by his mama trying to attack Deion. No, my son ain't like that. Your son is like that. He need discipline. He need his ass whooped. All that. And so they ain't getting none of that type of business right there. So the players that's playing for Deion, they coming. Deion was raised in a single parent household. Same thing. He just happened to be the exception. You know what I'm saying? It's just that when we don't talk about what's really going on, these guys be soft and ready to transfer at the drop of a dime. They can't take no adversity. You know, but so it ain't just
I definitely agree with that.
It ain't just the player's fault. It's the
And,
damn.
and also, we got to remember this now with all these NILs. A lot of these single parent households is looking to get their palms greased as well, and they kind of putting pressure on the kids to put pressure on the coach. Like, where's the money? Can you spend some money this week? This and that, and they ain't even making the NFL yet.
And you can't blame them. Look, the way this shit's set up now, you ain't got to make it to the NFL. They give it millions of dollars in college right now. Millions of dollars. That's why everybody want to get touches. That's why them guys be pissed off, because they be like, y'all giving the ball to the same dudes all the time, man. I want to get an NIL deal too, but I can't get no NIL deal if y'all getting the ball to them people. Hell, I can't even get a bag of Doritos because they don't even see me on TV. Just let me get a bag of Fritos or something. Throw me the balls, I get a bag of Fritos. I can't even do that shit. People don't see me. Motherfucker be like, nice game. Man, okay, here y'all go. For everybody on this panel right now, y'all ready for this question? Here go the question right here. When y'all saw the movie Titanic, right? Who was the third motherfucker that fell off the ship? Exactly. Don't nobody know. Because there wasn't no shadow on the third motherfucker. And that's how these players feel. They ain't getting no touches, they ain't getting no ball, they ain't getting shit, they ain't getting no shine. So each week it's gonna be depleting their energy. And you think only time it get bad is when it's mind games within yourself. Because they got the talent. The coaches got to make a switch, have a different meeting and a different set of rules, and stop putting pressure on them guys, man. There's already pressure just being on the team. Hell,
but you know what, Kofi? It's not going to stop. It's going to continue. But like I told Flight and I said earlier, man, mark my words. Wherever Deion's sons go, which teams they go to, he's on his way out, man. He's going to the pros.
I agree. I said that last year, too. I said he's going to coach to the NFL, too. I said the same, which he should.
Yeah, but I got to ask y'all a question. I hate that.
I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't stay there. You got to go with the money.
But that's not what Deion has been saying. Deion has made it seem like he's going to be there.
Like, you don't supposed to say that. What I look like saying something like that? And my children here, this, that, and that. You see how he got his daughter out of there? And try to make it like, oh, she left against my will. I want her to be here. No, they packing up. They getting the fuck up out of there. And you can't blame them. You got to go where that money at, where that chop at. This Colorado, dog. We don't belong to no damn Colorado. Come on.
I mean, he don't need the money.
Is this going to be a bad look for Deion?
Nah, because people love Deion. He's beloved, man.
No. Everybody love Deion. I mean, look what he done to Colorado. He made them people $100 million in 6 games. $100 million in 6 games? That was just last year's ticket. He's making super money. He's making stupid money right now, but he got to do the best thing for him and his family. You can't blame a man for that. When you got an opportunity to do that, them owners been owning the damn football NFL shit for years. It ain't nothing but all white owners, and we ain't get no share of profits, no nothing. Only black ownership you got is the sister girl from Chicago that's partially owned the Denver Nuggets. I mean Denver football team married to John Lucas, the Star Wars dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the only black.
You got Condoleezza Rice with own part of Denver. You got the Williamson sisters that own part of Miami.
But the Williamson, they got a small
black people that own a minority share. Magic Johnson.
But the Williamson, y'all talking about a whole other argument, because my whole thing is this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. If we really want to have a stake, why we don't start our own league?
Come on. I agree with 1 billion%. Fuck them people. We got too many billionaires already. We can have our own everything.
Exactly.
And then we can go make some conversation with the Saudi Arabians and really get this shit cracked, because they got that liquid money. They got that money that ain't nobody touch. We don't need no basketball, no football. They want to do this shit.
Hey, Coffee, it's like real talk, off topic. Real talk, they about to take over boxing, man.
They about to take over
boxing, man.
Look, they trying to take over golf. You see what they did with golf?
Yeah, they finna take over golf.
They got the LIV. Look, you see what they doing with basketball? Are y'all aware what they doing with basketball? They trying to get LeBron James $1 billion to come with them for 1 year. He turned it down. And he had to turn it down
you
because
talking about Saudi Arabia?
hell yeah.
Yo, listen, they taking over professional wrestling too. They giving WWE a big bag. I don't know something going on with the Saudis.
You see
They
what they
pulling
did?
niggas out of retirement and everything. They putting big money on the table.
That money ain't nothing. They got oil money. You know what kind of money?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Elon Musk and fucking Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates put
Yes,
together.
sir. Yes,
Ain't nobody got that. Ain't nobody taking that type of money. So when you talking about that type of shit, all it takes is for one to make that movie big and then kick off a chain reaction. I don't know why they. I agree with Phonics 100 billion%. We need to start our own shit. Why we gotta keep playing under them? I hate that shit, dog. We gotta keep motherfuckers be doing the same shit. You follow the crowd, you get no further than the crowd.
Well, you know the NFL is getting into that bag as well because they just passed what they call that private equity. They're allowing private equity firms to bid for teams as well as basketball, the NBA as well. They're getting into that money as well. They're letting private equity firms invest in basketball and even bidding for new sites.
And they doing that right now for college too. That's why, look, you see what's happening with this college shit? Bronny James made $10 million in high school. You don't even want to know what he made when he went to college for 1 year. People don't know all that laughing and shit. That man picked up an additional $20 million. And what they got set up for him for the NBA, his first home game, when he played with his daddy, is going to be crazy, but the money going to be through the fucking roof. And everybody going to be watching, whether he do good or bad. And what they doing in college for the NIL deal,
but the hypocrisy of it all is that they frowned on Deion when he was trying to leverage his celebrity and attach himself to some of that bag. So that's something that they frowned on, but they do it all the time, and they turn a blind eye to it. And when we try to do it, then they want us to register as a foreign agent.
They do it all the time. I love Deion for what he's doing. I ain't got nothing against Deion. Man, do it. Get all power till you get the money for your family. Get all that shit. It's just right now, currently, you the head coach of the Colorado football team, and you got like 100 guys. You got to spread their wealth. Y'all gonna be straight. Y'all gonna be all right. So make sure that everybody else, the mother cats, are all right. And don't keep stressing that education shit. That education shit ain't shit. I got a master's degree. That shit ain't shit. And I believe you got one too, Phonics. That master's shit ain't shit. That ain't nothing but tell you had to go to the white man's institution and sit your ass down for 2 or 3 hours in one course, and then go to the next course. That ain't shit. So what we got to do is put our heads together and get that money, put our heads together and get that team, put our heads together and have an establishment and work within. Let's go build our own hospital, our own grocery store, our own bank. We got the billionaires to do it. We don't have to share with them. Who the fuck we scared for? Wait, man, they gonna do what they gonna tell the shit like they did Oklahoma. Fuck what they doing shit anyway. They poison all the food. You can't even go to the grocery store and get some good food. Everything fucked up. FDA, everything regulated for all fucked up shit. You gotta have your own garden in the backyard. If you ain't got your own garden, everything fucking you up. You know what I'm saying? So why not say, okay, you know what? If we gonna go out, let's go out with a fight. We ain't gotta fuck with them.
I just think Deion, he needs to focus on coaching the team, keeping the hype down, and stay focused on the season, man. It's too many distractions. You know, so you got all these reports coming out about the fight.
In all reality, Phonics, you think Deion can keep the hype down? Because that's what made Deion Deion. You follow what I'm saying? Deion, prime time. Do you think he can actually keep the hype down? Or that's what's keeping his heart pumping?
No. But look, you can keep the hype down by keeping the hype up. You can keep the hype down. How you keep the hype up by keeping it down is not doing all this shit during the week and just be hyped up on Saturdays when y'all play. Well, nobody people gonna be more excited. They're gonna be more excited to see you because they ain't saw you through the whole week. They're gonna be thirsty, even more thirsty. And they're gonna see, and then you're gonna shock motherfuckers, and everybody gonna be calm, and y'all gonna be winning again, and fucking people all up. But you do all the hype through the week, and then you come to the Saturday, you let motherfuckers down, they be like, oh, this is the opposite. We watch your ass through every Monday through Friday. You thought you was gonna do the shit. You ain't doing shit, man. Fuck you. Then they gonna start talking about the man. Oh, Deion ain't shit. His kids ain't shit. All that
but I'm gonna tell you what I see. And I said this a little while ago. I said men of a certain age, we remember Deion and his superstar, you know what I'm saying, status and all of that. And I think kind of like he's living through that again. And I think he enjoys that. You know what I'm saying? Because, don't get it twisted. The most craziest drug right now is attention. And you know what I'm saying? He's living through that again. Everybody is talking, yo, prime time. Like, yo, these kids don't remember Deion. A lot of them were born either right before his career ended or in the beginning of his career. They didn't see him play, bro. They don't know nothing about him. But now, yo, we talking about prime and prime time, and honestly, it's not about him. It's about the team. Yes, he's the coach. He's a Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it. Football and baseball. It was only two dudes that could do it like that back in our day. It was him and Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But he won the Super Bowls. Bo Jackson
Don't forget
did.
Brian Jordan. Don't forget Brian Jordan. Don't forget Brian Jordan. Don't leave him out.
Okay, that's before my time.
Brian Jordan was Deion Sanders' teammate with the Falcons. Don't forget him. He was a two-way player as well.
Farnick, you said something.
A Pro Bowler.
Well, Farnick said something very, very strong, which is a fact. Deion is living vicariously through his team, especially his sons.
Yes.
He living vicariously through his sons because that prime, like you said, the addiction is the fucking lights and the media. Jordan had that bad for a long time. That addiction, they can't get out the lights. They got to be in the lights. Shaquille O'Neal got that shit right now too. It got to be on every commercial. They can't leave the game. Shaquille got it so bad that when he left the game, he got to talk about everybody else. Man, what's the name? Ain't shit. That's in the ain't shit.
Dwight Howard.
You ain't got to say that shit, right? You ain't got to say that goofy shit. We know who you are. You got to say that. Why you still got to say that? That means you insecure. That means you fucked up as a man. That means you got lower extremities. All your shit fucked up. Because I ain't got to say nothing. Because you don't hear the motherfucker what's name saying nothing. Look, the Saudi Arabian motherfucking nigga, you don't even know his name. You don't even know who the wealthiest motherfucker in Saudi Arabia. It's a lot of them. And they got trillions. They ain't got billions. They got trillions. And you probably know one of their names, probably one. And it's about 50 of them got, I'm not billions. They got trillions of dollars. Over 50 of them. And we don't even know their fucking name. They don't brag. They don't say that shit. They don't be what they're going to do. They'll buy this whole motherfucking United States. And that's just one of their motherfucking trillions. Now we're going to go buy some other motherfucking countries. They got money. But when we get some shit, we be all fucked up. We can't wait because we worry about what people say about us. Hey, man, that motherfucker ain't shit. His hating ass, his goofy ass, this. We be on the stupidest shit, man. We be on the lamest motherfucking time ever. And that's why, it's fucked up. With Deion, it's a sad commentary because Deion, you ain't got to do that no more, dog. All you got to do now is coach. You got your team to the league. You went through some hell with the two divorces. He went through hell. No woman put his ass through hell. If y'all can say that shit on public court. He went through hell. So you beat that shit. You got your sons to the pros. You did everything right. Now coach these other football players and make sure they get money, not just no fucking education. Because that education ain't shit. You get a bachelor's degree, you lucky if you get $25,000. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got to make sure they get their NIL because they throwing NIL deals everywhere. So I'm loving when Deion have a conversation with them Saudis trying to get that Saudi money. That's how it's supposed to be. Use that. Be quiet about it. Don't say shit. And you got to worry about all this backwards hate because people going to hate anyway, no matter what. They're going to hate anyway. You ain't got to say a word, they're going to hate. So all I want you to do is tone it down a little bit and just play on Saturdays. Play on Saturdays and tell your son, look, hey, Shador, check this out. If you don't stop motherfucking running, they're going to kill your ass out there. It ain't just going to pop. They're going to kill you. You're going to die. You want to die out there? Well, establish the running game before you die. You got to say shit like that. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't burp the motherfucker. Don't put them across your shoulder. Say, if you don't stop doing that bullshit, you're going to die. You ain't going to go to the NFL because you're going to be dead. So stop that shit and stop running. That's what these running backs for. You see these big old niggas, they got some big motherfuckers on the damn title.
Hey, but you know what, Kobe? Yo, if I was Deion, I would sit Shador in the room and I'd be like, yo, I need you to watch 4 hours of Michael Vick tape, of Donovan McNabb tape, of who's the one that died who played for Tennessee? Steve McNair. Watch those dudes, man.
Go back further than that. What about your boy
Warren Moon?
Warren Moon. Yeah. Doug Williams.
Watch that. Who's the Eagles? Who's with the Eagles?
He with Whitney Houston. He used to go date Whitney Houston. That quarterback. I forgot his name.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. He was cold. Yeah. He was cold though.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do. At the same time, do I need to use your common sense too? I need you to just get a guy, these big running backs. That's what they here for, to run. They like to go through that shit and bump these motherfuckers and go through them tackles and break that shit. Give it all them Barry Sanders type niggas they got on that team. Give it to them Walter Payton type ass niggas. Give it to them Dickinson type ass guys. Let them guys get loose.
I agree.
If you keep doing your shit to do it, you gonna die. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You gonna die. You ain't gonna make it to the NFL. Stop doing that shit. Because Shador,
but who said it though? Who was it that said it though? Dex though. But Dex, I think Dex said it. We seen it Thursday night with the Ravens.
Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
Right, Randall Cunningham. That's his name. He the first one got Whitney Houston. I said, damn, he got Whitney Houston. Damn, Randall.
That's my guy. My guy, Randall Cunningham. My guy, man.
He was cold. And you don't see him doing all that shit. Think about this. If they Randall Cunningham mixed with a Donald McNabb, mixed with a Doug Williams, mixed with a Michael Vick, that's a scary motherfucker. Yeah, Dante Culpepper cold too. But they always tell us they don't want us to run. They want us to sit in the pocket. And they don't want us to sit in the pocket. They want us to run. But we got to be smarter than that. We got to run when we got to run. You don't have to run every damn time. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be. He's a good runner.
But he's a good runner, but he's not a great runner. Shador. He don't have that elusive, however the word is, elusive, you know what I'm saying? He's not elusive like that.
You don't have to be a great runner, father.
No, you don't.
All you got to do when you see a trigger, you run through that. You run through that. If you see any green, you run through that. If you can get the first down and then slide.
No, I'm not saying he has to be a great runner, but if you're going to run, you need to run and get away, not get hit and get hurt. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that I said before that could run and not get hurt. This could make you miss.
Listen, check this out. Shador Sanders at one time had a really good discerning pocket presence. I don't know where the hell that went. Maybe his head is clouded with the celebrity. I don't know. But it seems like he's kind of losing his awareness in that pocket, and that's why he's holding that ball a little too long. That his clock in his head is not aligned or calibrated to the clock that's on that field.
That's a good point. Dex. That's exactly what's happening.
I agree.
That's a great point. That's exactly what happened. That shit ain't lined up. And if that shit don't get lined up quick, they're going to pop his ass where it can't get lined up. You know what I'm saying? Because when that much going down and they hit dude for targeting, when dude hit the Shador already and dude came across with that lean with that shoulder and that motherfucking crown, man, could have fucked Shador forever. That paralyzing shit is right around the corner. So his shit ain't on time at all. His timing is all for real. And it comes from holding that ball. Get a ball up, motherfucker. If it's hard for you to get a ball up, tell your father, Daddy, take me out the game. I want to get a ball
what happened? Listen, old heads. We seen what happened with Joe Theismann, right? Holding that ball.
Man.
And we seen what happened with Rich Gannon in the Super Bowl holding that ball.
I remember that.
Man, you gotta let that motherfucker go, man. I wouldn't hold that shit for nothing. The scariest runner is the motherfucker that you don't know gonna run. You ain't got to be the coldest runner, just be the smartest. Know when to run.
But I want to take a little bit of pressure off of Shador, man. It's not just him. It's his damn line. And you know, he's trying to go through his reads and his progressions, but he doesn't have the time because these dudes can't hold up the defense.
So you know what you do with that, Phonics?
That's true.
You know what you do with that? You give it to the running back. Let them go. Just let them go. If you know,
but he's not calling the plays. But he's not calling the plays.
Let me insert this. Now, you remember Steve Young and Ricky Running Waters dynamic, right?
Right.
Okay, San Francisco didn't have the best running game. But with Steve Young and Ricky Waters or Joe Montana and Roger Craig, a lot of times they did swings and screens. I have yet to see Colorado this season throw a swing or a screen to the running back.
I'm glad you said Joe Montana, because he did that same shit with Rice. But you see how Joe Montana established that running game first? He had Craig them down there in the backfield. He let them people go. And then he hit motherfucking Rice. Rice didn't get that ball every rip. Like 101 it every time. You can't get it every time.
But you know what, Coffee? That was old school football. That's how they played the game. It was always established by the run. I don't care what team you was on. That's why there were so many superstar running backs back then. Because they believed that the run game opened up the passing game, which is true.
That's a fact.
Which is true. You know, so when you're trying to get certain receivers stats and all of that, then you know what I'm saying. Nowadays, we ain't worried about that. We trying to get Travis the ball. We got to get him in the league.
And you know why that's fucked up? And you know why that's fucked up, Phonics? Because now you're not doing what the defense wants you to do. You gotta take what the defense give you. You just can't go out there in your mind time, I'm gonna do that. That's a pattern. That pattern ain't gonna break down every time.
Right.
If the defense give me 5 yards, I'm gonna take 5 yards.
Coffee, they don't have the players to enforce their will on another team. They're not Alabama. They're not Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They're not that kind of a team to impose their will. So they're going to have to be somewhat finesse. And like I said, they need to throw more screens and they need to throw more swings.
Okay, so can we agree on something collectively tonight? They got out coached.
No, they gonna. I think they gonna always get out coach. You know why? Dead ass. You know why? Because they got too. First of all, because they showing too much of themselves throughout the week, Monday through Friday. They showing too much shit. You know what I'm saying? So now you a hype team. Now everybody Super Bowl. You everybody championship. Everybody getting up. They got you on their calendar circle. I can't wait till I play Colorado because I know it's gonna be 40 NFL scouts there when I play them. All you gotta do is stop that bullshit and tell your coaches, let's give everybody some shine. Everybody touch this ball. Let's make sure that's in and out. Do you know how excited motherfuckers would be if 10 in, 10 out, 11 in, 11 out, they switch that shit up. They don't know who what. Some of the coldest motherfuckers are the people that be on the motherfucking third string. You don't even see them. They some of the coldest motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But they play the same people all the time. You know, and it's like, you can't. That's what I'm saying, dog. Shador, and I ain't trying to give all this precedence to Shador neither, because it ain't just Shador. It starts with them coaches. Because anything the team is doing is come from them coaches, and not just Deion Sanders. Sometimes Deion Sanders don't get to call a lot of that shit that the offense is calling or that the defense is calling. But what you got to do is have a conversation. Let's have a great meeting, and let's not just say, "Come on, everybody, we got to win. You got to support. If you're not in the game, pick your head up, cheer your teammate. Fuck that. I ain't changing this motherfucker.
Hey, Kobe, let me read this comment. It's hold on. Damn, I ain't got my glasses on. Old nigga. I think it's say from Darius. It's from Darius. Somebody named Darius says, them Sanders kids attached to the hard times, but was raised in massive mansions. That's their problem.
That's a cap. That's a cap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about them on the field. I don't know them personally or anything like that. I think when they go out to play, they play hard, and they want to win. So I'm not going to take that away from them. You know what I'm saying? Anything they do off the field, I don't follow anything they do off the field because they're not in my age bracket. But I think when on the field they play hard. I think they want to win. You know what I'm saying? Of course, all of us have fathers. I had fathers at one time in our lives. Hey, my dad was my coach. I want to win for my dad. I want to impress my dad.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they go out there half-assed. I never say that about them boys.
No,
I don't believe that about them.
They play hard as hell, 110%. It's just that when you talk about either one of them, everybody be on all in their feelings because they ain't got they first of all, they father Deion and whoever talking that shit, they probably don't even know their father. You know what I'm saying? And so it's easy to talk about it. It's easy to hate on them. But they've been playing bitty ball ever since they was bitty. They've been playing middle school ball since they was middle school. They've been playing high school ball since they was high school, college, and they going to the next level, which is doing a great job. All I'm saying
is, imagine that journey. Imagine that journey. Imagine that journey with your dad. Like all this time, like that's precious time. Like that's great time. Like you with your dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you just spending all this time with your dad, like through high school, through college. That's priceless, man.
That's why when you hear suckers be talking about Deion or talking about LeVar Ball, you a sucker. Because everybody wish they had that. Everybody wish they had that shit. Everybody wish they had that type of relationship, or they had that type of father, or they had that type of situation. So we can't blame this situation. They play hella hard. It's just that you got to distribute the ball evenly distribute the ball so everybody get touches. Keep the shit mixed up. When you get shit mixed up, you're not predictable. Then the other team don't know what the fuck you gonna do because they like, man, they totally shut the social media shit down. We don't even see these motherfuckers no more. We just see them on social media. Now they don't know what's about to happen.
And I definitely agree with that for this season. And the reason I say that is because we know Shiloh, Shador, and Travis are going to go high in the draft. They're going high in the draft. That's just a fact. They're going high.
That's a
So you don't have to showcase them as much. Let the other guys get some burn.
Did you
Let
hear?
them get some burn.
That's a fact.
Go ahead, bro.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. Did you hear Jerry Jones from Dallas? I mean, from the Dallas Cowboys, when he said at the award show, "I wish I could take Shador and Shiloh right now. They'd be my first round pick." Right now, last year he said this shit. So when you see,
I believe it.
When you hear that type of shit, like you said, they ain't got to do all the other shit no more. But not just Shador, but Travis too. Don't you gotta do all that shit? Travis goes, look, dude, you gonna get the ball when we give it to you. In the meantime, we gotta get all these other motherfuckers that set this program that ain't got shit. Because it's easy to keep cheering y'all on. Don't nobody want to be celebrating. Man, look, we got to all. If I'm just eating, then it's gonna be a problem. Because then I ain't feeding my guys, and my guys are like wolves. They're like lions. They're gonna be fucked up. If you don't feed your guys, they're gonna turn against you. A lion go through the Serengeti and sometimes don't eat for weeks. Only time a lion eat, he eat when he kill. He don't kill, he don't eat. And we don't do it like that. So you got them guys that's willing to kill in Colorado, but they ain't feeding them guys. Only a couple of people eating up in that motherfucker. They got NIL deals, and that shit ain't right. And it ain't just Deion. Deion just got to have a conversation with all the players, with all the coaches, and just let them know, look, y'all, let's go play football. Y'all don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about none of that shit. Have fun with this shit. What happened to having fun? That's what got away. You don't have no more, ain't nobody have no more fun. It's so political. Ain't no more fun in this shit no more. You like, fuck, dog. You know what I'm saying? When I'm coaching mine, I coach mine to have fun. Don't worry about the mistakes. We ain't do mistakes. We gonna have fun. If you don't shoot the ball, that's when I'm gonna take you out. I want you to have fun. So with Shador, if you don't pass the ball to the running backs, dog, I'm about to take you out. Sometimes I got to take them out. Like sit on the side and put somebody else in there.
Kobe, what I'm saying is, when I'm saying Kobe, he ain't calling audibles. You know what I'm saying? They got old boy who's calling the offensive plays.
Pat Sherman.
Yeah, Pat Sherman. Yeah, he's a veteran. Why are you calling all these damn passing plays but not enough running plays? Then you see on the other side of the ball offensively, they running it down your throat. So why you ain't doing that?
I keep telling motherfuckers, dog, as cold as Pat Sherman is, and they can say all that. He been in the NFL and did all this 15 years, 20 years, whatever the fuck. He still ain't us. Why you don't just go get us? Get some more of them motherfuckers you got that look like us. Them motherfuckers, they'll get your son killed out there. You know what I'm saying? Run this. They know they be talking. Don't think them guys gonna be talking during the week. They do think they laughing in your face, Deion. But they want your son to go high. Like, why would they want your son to go high? Come on, dog. They don't want you to go like that. So you gotta get the people that look like us. There's a lot of people that's black out there. You could have brought Warren Moon up in there. You could have hired Warren Moon. You could bring a lot of motherfuckers up in there, dog. You could bring, man, so many people you could bring up in there, man, that do so many different things. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Warren Sapp, Warren Sapp better tighten up. Because this might be his first and last coaching experience at the college level.
No.
Warren Sapp
cold. Second half, they didn't score nothing.
Right. Warren Sapp cold. Right. They didn't score shit.
Man, that dude should tighten up that second half. Warren wasn't having that.
Yeah, Warren Sapp cold. And that's what I'm saying. You got to get more Warren Sapps. Get more people looking like us. You ain't got to have everybody have to be white, dog. You ain't got to get all that. Get more of them look like us and tell everybody else, look, we all gonna touch the ball today. Everybody gonna get this shit. Everybody gonna touch this shit. So y'all get ready. Everybody getting in, no matter what. You getting in. You getting in the game. When motherfuckers know they gonna get in the game, there's a lot of energy on the side. But when you know you ain't gonna get in the game, you just dressed up. Ain't no energy on the sideline. Fuck, I'm dressed up for. I got my bra here, but for looking at
Hold on 1 second, Coffee. Hold on 1 second. I know there's a lot of people displaced mentally based on what we witnessed tonight with the Colorado Buffaloes losing to a rival like Nebraska in the fashion in which they lost. And the results are the results. But that second half, they tightened up. And they did not give up one iota of a point. They donut. Nathan, 0, nada. Nebraska for 2 straight quarters. This game was won in the first half, and Colorado in the second half defensively shut it down. But the offense was unable to catch up with the defensive ferocity.
Why do you do that, Dad?
That's what we have.
Why do you do that, Dad? Like,
that defense was awesome in the second half.
But hold on. Why do you do that? Like, a team could be as bad as they was bad, and you always try to bring up the bright spot of it.
But funny,
they got beat up.
But funny, it is a bright spot though. Funny, it is a bright spot because they didn't get shit up second half, and that coach tried to push it down their throat. If he could have scored 40, he would have scored 40, but he couldn't. So all Dex is doing is showing you the balance. Look, this would happen in the first half. If they would have started early, they would have gotten like this. And then
they had a 19-year-old quarterback. They had a 19-year-old quarterback.
If the offense would have generated, that motherfucker Smart should look cold, man. He just got to get right on line.
I'm talking about the quarterback from Nebraska.
That freshman played a real good game.
You talking about the freshman that his
he
idol
played a real good game.
Yeah. His idol was
let me just share this real quick before you go, Coffee. I'm gonna let you breathe, but let me just say this real quick. Do you know Vegas got smashed with the not with the spread, but with the second half spread? Everybody and their mama went and put money on Colorado for the second half. You can best believe that. This is why there's not much clamor, because people put their money that they was losing for the spread for the game. They put their money on that second half, and Colorado blitzed Nebraska on that second half. As far as Vegas is concerned, Vegas took a whipping upside the head on the.
Go ahead, Dick. Go ahead, Father.
I was gonna say, normally, if you was talking junk to me, Kobe, I would have left, man. I'm about to leave though with all Dex foolishness, man. It's foolishness, man. You know what I'm saying? Deion got outcoached, man.
No, you just be wanting to leave anyway, Father. You can stay. You just be wanting to leave. He
got outcoached, man. He got outcoached. They look bad tonight, man. The numbers they scored in garbage time, man. It did not count. They did not reflect the whole outcome of the game. They were never in the game, man.
And Phonics, he got out coached last week too, but they won.
So how long can they keep doing that?
They can do it all year.
Hold on, they in the Big 12?
You know why?
They in the Big 12, right?
No. Yeah, they're the Big 12. But you know why they can do it all year? Because Dex brought up a valid point. That motherfucking Vegas is for real. That round table for real. That money, they control the whole situation, the first and the second half. So we don't really know what's going on. The refs, they make them phone calls. The refs get all calls shift from one side to the other side. And you be like, damn, what just happened? You know what I'm saying? It's billions of dollars at this shit. And we just watching this shit from a parallel angle from the outside in. But they got real money on this shit. You fuck around and you see how they killed Jordan Daddy. Come on, man. You telling people you ain't gonna do what they gonna tell you to do. All right, motherfucker. Whoever you love, we gonna kill him.
Well, that's a story for another day, man. But you know what I'm saying? Deion Sanders, man, like he gotta stop being about him, man. He gotta let them other dudes step up, man. And somebody gonna step up, you know what I'm saying, for Shiloh, because he's out, man. And I wish that young brother a full recovery, man. But you know what I'm saying? He's allowed it to be about him. And he should have stopped that. He's almost a 60-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? He had his career. He had his shine. And like you said earlier, stop living vicariously through your sons, man. You got to stop that, man. We've had many superstars, not of his ilk, but we have had superstars who have been coaches on all levels. You know what I'm saying? And we don't hear that. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear about none of that, man. That has to stop, bro.
I wish Michael Jordan would have done it through his sons, but he was selfish. He just made it all about him. That's why LeBron James so cold, because he makes sure that you do what you're supposed to do when you got that type of wealth and that type of acknowledgement. It's just that you don't want to overdo it. And what Deion is doing, he overdoing. He did it already. They going to the league. You don't got to overdo it now. Now you put the shine on everybody else. Make sure everybody else get NIL deals, and you good. I mean, it ain't no knock against Deion because he's incredible. You know, I ain't got to keep saying he's an incredible father. I ain't got to keep saying all that shit. Or he's an incredible football player. Everybody already know that. But Deion, like you said before, and this is a great point, and it ain't just Deion, it's Shaquille O'Neal, it's every athlete that was on TV and had the majority of the TV, they can't get away from it. It's like it's an addiction. You know what I'm saying? It's an addiction. So when that type of addiction is like that, and you making money off that shit, you don't really too much care about nothing else or what nobody talking about because you got shit coming in. But if you really want to do the right thing, because the right thing is to be a cohesive team and share that wealth with everybody. Don't just give me a dime here or give me $1 there or $5 there, and you don't took in $100,000. I ain't got shit. Or you don't took in $1 million. That ain't nothing. Don't fuck a birthday. Fuck all that a cake. I want some shit too. Then when I leave this motherfucker, I got some shit in the bank, and I got over 6 figures in the bank. I'm looking really nice. So give me some NIL deals, let everybody touch it, and it's all good. That's all they got to do, dog. When they do that, they can turn the season around, win a lot of games. Because all they got to do is win about 6, 7 games. They go into a bowl, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Because they make too much money. Colorado as a team, as a unit, as a university on TV, it's just good for TV. It's just, matter of fact, it's great for TV. Last week, they had over 6 million people watching that shit last week. I don't know how many people watch this shit. It's a lot, though. It's a whole lot. Win or lose, it's a lot. Colorado's good money.
You bring in a lot of money.
Yeah, for the TV, they good money. So what you want to do with Deion? Because we sports, analysts. We like to have fun with this shit. All you gotta do the simplicity thing, man. Just cut the social media, have fun, tell the players to have fun, and tell everybody they gonna touch the ball. Tell everybody they gonna get in the game. That's all you gotta do. Tell everybody they gonna get in. Everybody gonna get touches. Man, them motherfuckers play like crazy though. You know what I'm saying? And then tell Shadura, make sure everybody get touches by just you go running back. You go, okay, it's your turn. Oh, you fucked up. Okay, this is other running back turn. Okay, you got some good shit. Okay, you other just shit that well. And then that's going to open up your whole game. And now you can add that motherfucker out. You can add that motherfucker out there 60, 70 yards. Have Travis Hunter go catch the end of that shit. Because they didn't know when he was going to get it. You didn't see Jerry Rice getting the ball all the time. They weren't getting that. Willie Gault. Remember Willie Gault on Chicago Bears? They weren't getting the ball all the time. You know what I'm saying? But when they got it, they got that motherfucker down there average 60, 70 yards. You're like, God damn. Motherfucker, add that shit out. You know what I'm saying? They got some Walter Paytons on that Colorado, but they don't never get a chance to highlight because they keep on doing the bullshit. To do it like Dex said, his timing is off. His equilibrium is something is off because he's holding the ball just too much. And it's just common sense just to give it away to them. You got your backfield right there. Give it to them niggas. Let them take them hits. But we looking from the outside in. It's easy. If you don't if you don't do what he's supposed to do, like you said, it's gonna be a fucked up season. But if you do what he got to do, then shit can turn around. Because everybody gonna lose. I don't think did anybody go undefeated last year in football? I think everybody lost one.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, now they with the 12-game format. So now you good. You know what I'm saying? If you lose one, you still can get in.
No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. So everybody gonna lose. So that ain't the end of the world. And
Nebraska, if you lose, that's the best time to lose.
Hold on. I'm about to leave, man. But I'm gonna put this out there. And y'all can take it any way you want. Georgia won the national championship. That's the best team in the country, man. Georgia cold.
Now Georgia cold, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that though.
Michigan was undefeated as well, and Michigan won the championship.
Man, that was a fluke, man. That was a fluke. You see how they got beat today, right? Man, that was a fluke, man. They'll never win another championship.
They lost a bunch of players too. I mean, Michigan is not the same from last year.
But Dex, when you're a powerhouse, you lose players, but you replace them. Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, etc. No, you replace those players.
Ohio State didn't even make the playoffs. Florida State didn't even make the playoffs.
No, the point I'm trying to make is you keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can lose players. Michigan won the national championship. They shouldn't be lose. They got their ass whipped by Texas today. Ass whipped. You don't lose like that, and you defend the national champion. That never happened to Alabama or nobody else in recent memory of mine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let y'all keep debating this, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, tomorrow the pros start officially. You know what I'm saying? Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Dex. All your LA teams is losing, man.
Who you got for the NFL? Who you got for the championship?
How about them boys?
Nah. Ain't nobody. Dex, you in LA, man. Come on, you a Rams fan, man. Detroit gonna beat the Rams. You know what I'm saying? The Chargers, nobody thinks about them. The Raiders, I don't even know who they playing, man.
That's funny. Wow. Well, you funny. You crazy, motherfucker. You crazy as hell.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, I don't be on that bandwagon shit, man. I try to keep it 100. I don't be on that bandwagon. That shit with Michigan last year, man, that shit was a fluke, man. You know what I'm saying? But they had a good coach. But he's in the pros now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He got that money. He do what you're supposed to do. Use the program, go to the league, like go with your brother. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I use college. Get that bread up, go man. Get to the league as quick as you can.
Yeah, because you know the NCAA was trying to get him out of there anyway. All these sanctions, like all kind of stuff. They kept fucking with that man. You know what I'm saying? Even before they won the national championship, remember they had him suspended for a few games. He was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna keep playing around. Okay, I won a national championship for my alma mater. I'm going." You know what I'm saying? That's smart
Think about
move.
what they do, Fonix. Think about what they do. And I'm glad you said that NCAA gives sanctions, right? But the motherfucking football game championships make billions of dollars, and they don't share that wealth. They don't break the power with nobody but them. And then they get angry when the fucking Supreme Court say y'all got to start sharing that wealth amongst these athletes. And y'all been crushed them for years with this shit. That's why I'm glad them NIL, man, get all you can get for every athlete out there. Baseball, football, basketball. You get all the money you can get from college. Because you do the shit the right way, you ain't got to go pro. You can set yourself up right now, get you $5-10 million in college and get into some real estate shit and flip some shit. You be straight forever.
I agree. Word. They smart to do that. But see, that's another conversation. They buying all these cars, they doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? See, where's the guidance, man? You know what I'm saying? That's what they were saying about Colorado. Like, yo, you go in the parking lot, they said it's crazy out there. The cars out there is crazy.
And they bought that big ugly ass car, that big electric car that everybody getting that cyber shit. That's the ugly triangle. That's the most bullshit shit out there. That little triangle shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but think about this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. Okay, you got an NIL, right? It's $1 million, right? Okay, depending on where you live in the United States, the taxes on that. So taxes. Okay, let's say you living in. I'm in Michigan. Okay, so tax might be 10-15%. Okay, so you coming home with like, I know what I'm saying, out of that million, you coming home with like 300, 400, maybe 500 grand. You know what I'm saying? So that car costs, you know what I'm saying, 200 grand, 400 grand. Now you down to just 100 grand. You just spent all your money.
They don't know the value.
You don't make it to the league.
That's a fact. They don't know the value of the dollar. They don't know the value of money. They don't know what money is. And that's why you gotta have an economic course that teach you about what money is, because you can flip that shit and go and real estate, or just go buy the taxes off property that's been fucking leaned on and foreclosed on. You can just go buy property and crush them, and then turn that million to 20 million. But if you buy cars, if that's your life, buying cars and shit, that bullshit, that shit that fucking depreciate, you're gonna lose all the time in life. You know what I'm saying? Anybody never told you what money is.
Nah, but bro, they have these symposiums where you have former athletes and stuff. They come and talk to these dudes, and they still do the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything you said is absolutely right, but they still do the same things, man. And then the funny part, it be the dudes that's not superstars. It don't be the superstars. It don't be the dudes that get the you know what I'm saying, who will get at least 4 contracts or at least 3 contracts in their lifetime career. It'd be the dudes that might get 1 contract or 2 contracts. But they made massive money. Go ahead.
So why you think that is? Where you think that stems from?
It's the ignorance, bro.
Where did the ignorance come from?
Where it comes from is it comes from trying to live up to a certain standard that doesn't really exist. And what I mean by that is, you know what I'm saying? It comes from like back when we was growing up, man. And you know what I'm saying? You seen these dudes with these cars and this money, but they're not explaining to you like, okay, I got 5 cars, but I got to have insurance on all 5 of these cars. I got to pay property tax. And yo, niggas was so dumb back then, they wouldn't even buy the house like cash and just pay the tax on it. They paying a note. Look what we just seen with Cardi B and her husband in Atlanta. They about to get foreclosed on. Y'all make millions or have made millions of dollars. Why wouldn't you buy the house outright and just pay the property tax?
No, that's a fact. Now, you know where it came from. Don't nobody want to say this shit, but I'm gonna say exactly where it came from. Coming under a single household with women raising children, and especially young men, they be fucked up, and nobody want to say it because they don't want to hurt the women's feelings like that. You got a father, and he tell your ass, look, you better put that money up. You ain't spending shit. That's fact. You got to do it. You want $100? Do 200 push-ups straight. You got to build it for something. Money got to mean something. You got to know it's working hard, and you got operation define what's money. But you know, if you coming on a situation where all Nike got to do is offer your mama a house and a car, And she looking at that money, and she telling you to go get the same type of money. And that's it. And you go spend it on what you want to spend it on.
Yeah, but she can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a man, so my mama can't. I'm a grown ass man. You can't tell me nothing.
It's too late now because she been telling you when you was a shorty, and that's in your head, and you don't want to disappoint your mama. Don't nobody want to hurt their mama. They don't want to say no, mama. They don't want to hurt their mama.
Hey, yeah, yo, me and you got a bill, man, because you know what I'm saying. We got to talk about some other things because that's a conversation I want to have not on this platform because we're not talking about that. But I'm gonna have that conversation.
Now that's a fact. But you always say that partners we'll never build up that shit. We build some going at each other type shit. So you always say that.
I ain't had to go at you, man. I ain't with that.
It's cool. It's cool. I love that. That's great entertainment. It's good for the people because. That's why Flight Sports TV is Flight Sports is the hottest shit because you never know what you're going to get, what you're going to hear. And it be real shit from real brothers.
I'm going to tell the listeners out here, I've been agreeing with Coffee like out of 4 or 5 conversations. Yo, y'all, this never happened on here, man. This never happened. This is a first, man. This is a first. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I don't know if it's a full moon outside. I might need to go outside and look. I don't know what's going on, man. Because me and this dude always at odds, man.
You changing your wicked ways because you're coming over from the dark side. You coming to the right side.
No, I'm not.
What does Star Wars say? Luke, come from the dark side.
No, I'm not. No, I'm still the same. No, I'm not. But yeah, man,
I know we agree to this. Kid Austin gonna kill the next motherfucker he fight. That Kid Austin is amazing. Absolutely,
that's my guy, man.
Absolutely amazing. He don't get talked about enough. I want him to see him fight Tank and everybody. Everybody talk all that shit, man. No, dog. If you're a boxer, you get in the ring with him. If you say you can dismantle him and you can do him, well, get in the ring with him. Tank included. Get in the ring with him. Because at some point, when it was old school, it wasn't about no money. It was about who was the best. That's why you saw Muhammad Ali and Frazier. Them people fought anybody. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's so much. You got all the money. So not get in the fucking tell people you the best.
And what I like about Kid Austin is he's all business. He's all business. You know what I'm saying? Like he know how to turn it on and turn it off. Like when he's not fighting, he's just a regular kid. You know what I'm saying? You hear him talking, he's just regular. You know what I'm saying? But when he fighting, he got evil intentions, and man. He's humble. And so that's that Mike Tyson shit.
And he humble. That's that Mike Tyson shit. Funny. Yeah. That's that Mike Tyson shit with a mix of Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. He says defense.
Yeah.
Man, his father, when I heard his father, and once again, he got a father in his life, it means something. When I heard his father say he thought of the 5 styles of boxing, which was one of the greatest shit in the world, because I ain't never heard nobody else say that, nobody. And he told him that when he was a shorty on some pursuit of happiness type business, and he was homeless. Man, Kid also fighting with a purpose.
Yeah, Florentine, man. He from New York. Yeah, he from New York. Florentine from New York.
Man, he's amazing. And he's so humble. How can you not love him? He humble and he a beast. He a monster in the ring. So that's something else we agreed on. So that's 6 out of 6. I'm gonna need you to stop agreeing with me too, dog. We got because it ain't no fun. It ain't no fun if we ain't going at it.
Well, yo, I say I'm gonna get your information, man. I'm about to ride out, man. But I get it from Flight, man.
That's a cap. That's a cap.
You know what I'm saying?
You no cap, bro. You ain't riding out. You ain't going nowhere.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go, man.
You about to go to sleep.
It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Hey, yo, Dex, I gotta talk to you, Dex, because it's been a minute since we talked, but yeah, man, I'm finna ride out, man, but I'm gonna holler at your boys, man. I'm gonna holler at your brothers, man. Y'all be safe, man.
All right. Hey, love, brother. Be smooth.
All right, man. Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, y'all.
Yeah, Fonda's got some family business, so he got a dip. You know what I'm saying? Happy wife, happy life.
He got to. He can't stay too long because if the curfew will kick in and he been about to be homeless out here and be kicked out the house.
It ain't fun being homeless in Detroit. I'll tell you that right now.
Especially when the water ain't no good. You messed up for real. They got that Detroit.
What's been trying to be stranded?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Give me the rundown.
Listen, it's been a wonderful time. Things is good. I got a couple good bets in, which was awesome. That's why I highlighted the second half of Colorado, because I knew a lot of people like myself knew Colorado was going to do something in the second half. I mean, it was just too incredible what we was watching to see Nebraska just pouncing on Colorado as a rivalry game. This is something that was unheard of, right? I mean,
That's
the
a
last
fact.
time we seen Nebraska do Colorado like this was probably in the mid '90s when they had Tommy Frazier and company. So
Tommy Frazier was
we
cold too.
knew
That's a fact.
we knew that Colorado would come back in the second half. Other than that, I would be pulverized, knowing that I'm a Colorado fan, because of Deion, of course. But I was a little bit of a Colorado fan back in the day with Darian Hagan because, he come out of California. I think he went to Crenshaw High or something like that, Manual Arts. They had an LA connection all the way through with Colorado. Whatever USC and UCLA didn't get, Colorado got. So I've been attached to Colorado since, the late 80s and things of that nature. When there was a powerhouse, Colorado one time was a powerhouse. So I just knew that Colorado was going to do something in the second half. So I said, man, listen, I effed up the game, right? So I know the second half. I got to get in on the second half because I believe Colorado can win the second half because Nebraska is going to kind of lay down a little bit. 28-0. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to put that quarterback at risk too much. They're going to do a lot of running, a lot of ball control, try to run out the clock as much as possible to give Shadur Sanders and company very few chances on offense to try to make a dent in this game. So I said, okay, I know Shadur is going to come back. I know Travis and them is going to get their bread. Let me put a little skin on Colorado for the second half. And boy, did it pay off. And listen, this is why I'm raising my arm and balling my fist and bending back my forearm to show a muscle for Warren Sapp and that goddamn defense in the second half. Listen, it was a nada, right? For 2 quarters, it was a nada. To get a team to play that ferocious after being down 28-0 in the first half and your offense is doing a little bit of nothing, actually, they was running backwards.
That's a fact.
They was moonwalking backwards in the first half. So Warren Sapp, I don't know what kind of fire he lit, but he lit a fire. And listen, people all over Colorado faithful who lay a little skin on the game for the second half is elated and jubilee about Warren Sapp putting the fire under these young men's behind and not allowing Nebraska to score not even a field goal in the second half.
Yeah. Warren Sapp, awesome. They don't even understand. That was a great pickup right there. A great pickup because that Warren Sapp is amazing.
And when you look at the numbers, right, because Travis Hunter had a pretty good game, even though it might not appear that way based on the results. Travis Hunter had, I think, 10 catches for 110 yards. So that means this man was averaging 11 yards per catch.
That's a fact. Yeah, he up for that. If he don't win the Heisman Trophy, he should be right there next to it. Or Shadur should have it. Because him and Travis putting up some crazy numbers. It's just been a couple of games already. They keep going up with them type of numbers. They're gonna be it's gonna be like top 3, top 4, and a Heisman, and they're gonna be 2 of them, and it's up in there. Or top 5, but they
and this is why, and Coffee, this is why I'm not really down on Colorado. I know I can nitpick the game. Nebraska was just more prepared, it seemed like. They wanted it more. And Colorado was reminiscent on last season results, thinking that they can duplicate or replicate that performance. And Nebraska say, no way, not on my watch, not in the Red Valley of Nebraska. These cornfields are not having Colorado coming down and bullying us here in the Sea of Red. And Nebraska proved themselves right. And now Colorado is soaking in sorrow. And now they just have to regroup, replenish, and restore themselves. And once this happens, they will be okay. Colorado, this is a good humbling lesson for week 2. And like I said before during the stream, Coffee, if you're going to lose early. because that way you can accumulate your resume on consecutive and collective wins going down the stretch as the voters start really paying attention to who's who and what's what in college football in order to set up the round robin in the FBS playoff series.
Now that's a fact. Because what's happening now is they're going to go back to the drawing board and they're going to shift and make the corrections that's needed. And all and it's simple. It ain't a lot. It ain't a lot they got to do. All Shador got to do is mix it up. You establish your running game. Give it to the running backs. You got some running backs. Establish the running game. Hit them with the short game. And then every now and again, you can throw the long ball. You can throw the long ball for J5. You can throw it for Travis. You can throw it for the other wide receiver out there. You got many of them. They got so many weapons, but you can't do any of that if that's all you're looking to do and you telegraphing everything because they're watching. They know what you're going to do. When other team know what you're going to do because you've been showing it throughout the week, or as soon as you get in the game, you holding the ball. Just like you said something so important when you said that his mind it's his timing is off because the frequency is that he's not him. He's holding the
calibration. The calibration is off slightly, and the reason why I say that is because I watched Shador Sanders at Jackson State, right? Okay, right. It was a little less competition, but quarterback is quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what stage you on. And then I watched him last season in the first half of the season, how he seemed to have everything together. Now, when the explosion of NIL and celebrity, because a lot of people don't know that Shador Sanders was second only to LeBron James Jr. in NIL deals.
Yeah,
he was number two.
I think
now he's number one.
Right, that's a fact.
Now he's number one. So I don't know if this kind of affected him to some degree, to a little more pressure to get those numbers to stabilize more and to keep them high. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, we can see that his calibration is just a little off, and he has to get back into alignment with his timing and the speed of the game on the field and his awareness in the pocket, because that is really important. And this is what Tom Brady, some consider him the GOAT of all times in the NFL, tried to instill in this young man about his footwork and his timing and his pocket awareness. When you feel that pocket collapsing, make the decision and make it imminent.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And because if you don't, they gonna make you pay, and they gonna make it imminent when they make you pay. Like for real, he getting crushed because he's not giving up that ball. And that's why I say it's simple. It's a simple adjustment, and making sure everybody else get touches as well. And tell everybody to relax. It shouldn't be that much pressure. If you don't do this, you don't perform, we don't win a game, we're going to be messed up. Everybody going to run 1,000, laps around the track. We're going to do this. No, you ain't got to do all that. At some point, see, it's a thing called overcoaching, like over-practicing. Sometimes you can practice too much. You can overcoach too much. And one of the overcoaching situations that's happening is them being on social media every day. That's an overcoaching right there. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? Just tone it down. They know who you are. Let people see you on Saturdays, and you good. That's all you got to do now. Tone it down, surprise people, and then when they see you, mix it up. They're like, damn, Shador ain't throwing the ball. They done ran for 70 yards already, and they kept it on the ground. It's all been on the ground. It's been on a ground game. And then you add out. Now they don't know what you're gonna get. They don't know what you're gonna do. That's all they got to do. But that's why I say you said a key point, a vital point. You said a lot of key points, but this one was really key when you said his timing is off. It's not lined up. His frequency is not on the same page as it was last year. And maybe it is because he's the leading NIL deal, or he got this going on, or some side mental thing on the side going on. It's mind behavior going on within his mind, within himself. Because if he just get back down to who Shador is, he's a hell of a quarterback, and just share the ball, man. Colorado went out. You're gonna get some close games. You're gonna get some good games. You're gonna get some defeats. But like you said, shoot it early. Get it out the way early. That's where you make that adjustment for going down the road. And when they picking for the Heisman Trophy or any other bowl games, y'all gonna get selected because they done saw what y'all did and see what y'all can do against some of the powerful teams. Because them teams at South Dakota and Nebraska, they're gonna beat a lot of teams this year. You know, so
Right. I just think Colorado needs to get hungry again. They need to feel that sense of urgency that the world is against them and nobody likes them. They need to have that kind of mindset approaching every game from this point out. Because when you win, they're gonna act like they didn't see it. But when you lose, then they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I knew you guys sucked. I knew you guys was trash," and blah blah blah. And you be like, "Wait a minute, I thought y'all didn't see us. Because when we won, y'all didn't say nothing." You know what I'm saying? Now that we lost, everybody want to come down on us like we ain't did nothing. We're still playing 500 football. 500 football right now can get you a consideration for a significant bowl game. And then when we look back at the tail of the tape, Deion, the quarterback for Nebraska, I mean, he didn't have no outstanding game. He was just a very good game manager. He only had 185 yards, right? And he only averaged 6.2 yards per play, per pass. And he had one touchdown, but he had no interceptions. He didn't turn the ball over. So the composure of this young man was very astute and was very vibrant as we watched him, that he didn't unravel and come unglued at the spectacle of Colorado coming in as the big celebrity bully. So that right there shows that Deion, he's going to have a pretty solid college career if he keeps up this kind of a standard. But like I said, he was very pedestrian, only 185 yards, so it was nothing eye-popping off the charts, right? His longest pass from scrimmage was 36 yards. So Colorado didn't really give up no big plays on defense, but they just allowed this young quarterback to chip away at him, and that could be so frustrating and annoying when you have a 3rd and 6, and then they get a first down or a penalty rewards them additional yards, and then they get a first down based on a non-disciplined play. So outside of that, listen, I can't see really where the beatdown was. It just seemed like Colorado just came in flat, and they didn't take the punch in the mouth from Nebraska early on, so they had to fight from behind a 28-point deficit, and that's kind of difficult if you only have so many minutes to come back from a 28-point deficit. So Colorado in the second half, they were just outstanding on the defensive end, but very malnourished on the offensive end.
But you hit a couple of key points when you said they were managed great by that quarterback. He did a great job of managing, and you also said he just chipped away to get a 28-point lead is the greatest and what you want to do for your team. Most teams and most NFL teams, they want a great manager. They want someone that's going to be that's going to manage the game because that's what they need. Exactly, that's what they need for. They got all these other players. You getting them involved. You know when to throw it, know when to pass it, know when to run, know when to give it to the running backs. So that great management is everything. Management is everything. You think about some of your quarterbacks that's not as elusive, like a Jim McMahon or other quarterbacks, but they great managers and awesome managers, and they always win the game. Now, it helps to have Walter Payton and all those guys, but managing is everything. I got to know when I send my quarterback in there, he ain't going to get sacked every other play. He ain't going to get sacked in every play. He going to get that ball down the field. We can't even march up the field. We ain't marching nowhere. I ain't got no confidence in you. All this hype, you're going to make people think it's hype. And it's not hype because Shadua is a hell of a talent. But when you're not managing and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, them NFL scouts, they watching that shit. They like, damn, Shadua. I guess he gonna once we bounce some more time, and we got the line is bigger in the NFL and this, that, and other. But you still got to manage the game because if you ain't managing, you running out of pocket. When them people blocking for you, you can get yourself tore off anyway. So it's important.
Yeah, because when you manage, when you manage a game, you're a good manager, like a Trent Dilfer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can get to a Super Bowl and you can win a Super Bowl, especially when you have a solid defense. And in the second half, Colorado showed that they have the potential to be a solid defensive team if they can get their heads out their rumps. Now, one thing about the pros, when they come to watch you, they want to see you sling the ball, right? They want you to have erase your memory every down.
That's a fact.
So whatever down was successful, cool. Don't get too big headed. Don't get too excited. Erase that memory. Replicate it. If it don't go the way it's planned, don't get down on yourself. Don't be distraught. Erase that out your memory and then try to accumulate something greater for the greater gain of the game. And Shador Sanders is one of those type of quarterbacks. He has a short-term memory, and this is what I like about him, and this is why he is a fierce competitor. Even though he put his defense in harm's way early on of the lackadaisical display from the offense and the play calling, and the defense had to yield 28 points. And it's really not the defensive fault because the offense didn't really move the ball down the field like they were designed to do. So that was a fail in that. But Shador Sanders had 23 completions. Let's not forget that. He had 23 completions and 244 yards and a touchdown. And he did have a turnover. He had one turnover, what was a pick six, and that was devastating. Anytime a quarterback throw a pick six in that situation, going into the half, oh my God. That is so distraught.
And that's why I just can't blame Shador. Colorado as a whole is going to have to rethink their coaching strategies and player personnel. It's imperative that they're getting dominated because of coaching strategies and their player personnel. You got to switch it up, mix it up, get that other people touches, more touches for other players. It got to be something where the players are motivated and they're excited when they come to the game. And it's not just, I'm excited just to be at the game and that's it, but I know I ain't going to get in the game. You got to rethink that. You got to rethink the strategies of what y'all doing, what's really going on, because you're making it too obvious. And I'm pretty sure Pat Sherman and all these guys know this because they got years of experience. But it's so obvious to the casual that sees the game on the outside in. So I know they know this. And that's why you be shaking your head. You be like, what's really going on? Because y'all doing shit you weren't supposed to do. I know you're supposed to pass the ball. Like, you're supposed to establish a running game. Y'all know that. You getting popped. Well, when it comes with that blitz, you just get it out. That's all. Don't even hold it.
Right, yeah. You dump it to the first open man you see.
That's all.
Coffee, listen, they have somewhat of a running game, right? They don't hearken to it. They don't really try to embellish the running game throughout the game for some reason. It seems like there's a disconnect with the run-pass dynamic because Dalen had 32 yards, right? Okay, that's not nothing to clamor about. But he had 5 carries. So if you go 5 carries for 32 yards, that's like over 6 yards a carry. So don't say they don't have a run game when you have a running back that's averaging 6 yards a carry. All you have to do is multiply it. It's simple math. If he can average 6 yards a carry, let's multiply his carries. The longest run he had was 17 yards tonight, right? And I just don't know why they abandoned the run too soon, too often. I think they need to really trust themselves with the run game, and then that will pump up the offensive line for the pass game.
That's a fact. And switch them guys out. The same running back don't have to run he ain't got to run every time. He ain't got to run every down. Switch them out.
Yeah, they got running back by committee. No, they do have running back by committee. It's just that David just had the most carries this game. Well, actually, Shador Sanders had the most carries, but really, he's not the running back.
Which is sad because I'm just not gonna give it to. I'm giving it to every running back down there on the team. I want everybody to get it because they talented like that. They got it. If I wouldn't say it if I didn't see it. Them running backs is talented as hell, but if they're on the sidelines not getting utilized, you know what I'm saying? I know they're coming with the game plan. So you're gonna play, and then you're gonna be
Coffee Hayden. I think they just need to multiply his carries. If you got this is simple math, right? If
No,
you
that's a
got a
fact. No, that's a
that
fact.
average 6 yards a carry against a tough Nebraska team that's hitting hard and is hungry, is trying to rip your head off, and he's averaging 6 yards a carry, shouldn't you multiply that a little bit and
That's a
implement
fact.
that in your offensive sets?
And that's gonna help the fucking sacks. You ain't gonna get sacked as much neither, Shador. That's a
Right,
fact.
because the defensive linemen, especially the edge rushers, are pinning their ears back and coming at them like a runaway Brahma bull.
Man, that's exactly what they're doing because they know he's gonna be back there. They know he's gonna hold on to the ball because he's looking to air everything out every time. He want to throw for 50 and 70 yards every time. Stop looking to air it out all the time. They know
Yeah, he
if
can't play. What's that college football game out right now? He probably played himself in that college football game.
I know Travis Hunter do it. Travis Hunter,
NCAA,
yeah, Travis Hunter, yeah, Travis Hunter. He was playing. He was playing. What's the quarterback? He's the quarterback for Charlotte. What's his name? The black brother.
Cam Newton.
Yeah, Cam Newton. They was playing on last week. They was playing on the new football game. They had it posted on their what's name. They were showing each other playing. You know, Cam Newton beat him though. Cam beat him bad too. Beat Travis Hunter bad, but they playing the game on what's the name again? Travis. That's all I play is with Colorado. I can't see nobody else. That's just look the fun.
They gotta differentiate video game AI in real life.
That's a
You
fact.
understand what I'm saying?
That's a
And
fact.
so those video characters don't have a soul and they don't have a mindset, right? These guys you play in real life got a soul and a mindset, and they trying to take your soul and diminish your mindset so they can be a champion while you can swallow your sorrow in a loss.
Especially if I know 60 to 70 NFL scouts going to be watching the game or be here at the game, I'm about to go crazy because I know I ain't going to get this much attention all year. So they get up for Colorado. That's why I say Colorado's coaching staff got to rethink their strategies, man. They got to really, let's not make it so obvious because what they're doing now, they're making it so obvious. It looks so telegraphed, everything. And that's why you got to mix it up. I mean, it's simple to say, but all they got to do is do it. And I know Shador know this, and that's why I be tripping that's why when you said what you said, it made so much sense because he know to get rid of the ball. So why you holding on to it? Something ain't lined up. Something ain't right. I know he ain't got no concussion, but something that's ain't right. He thinking about something else. His mind somewhere else.
Yeah, because when you look at some of their formations, they go without a running back. And when you go without a running back, most defense automatically blitz. It's like you telling them to blitz. Like, come on and get me. I don't have no protection back here.
That's a fact.
And so that's why I said that, because you holding the ball with no running back and you're not even dumping it to your tight end, something is not calibrated.
Right. I'm telling you, you hit it right on the head. When you said that, I like, man, something ain't right. Something is not right. Matter of fact, I like when he had his braids in his head. Go back and get your braids in your head last year. What you had. That shit you got out. Now he took his hair off. I thought he came from the projects. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Took that hair. Like,
maybe he just been driving that Maybach a little too much too often.
Yeah, he been driving that damn cyber truck and all that shit.
I think that's Shiloh. Shiloh is with the cyber truck. I think Shador has the Maybach.
I know he got a Maybach. Shador got the Maybach and he got the Bentley truck. He got the Bentley. But that's like what you said, they just getting off
Off kilter.
Yeah, off kilter. Getting off kilter. And when it's just, you just shake your head because they don't have to be that way. But hopefully they make that adjustment for the next game and just do it, establish the running game. And I'm pretty sure they will establish the running game because he's just holding it too long. And I know Shador gonna be sore as hell tomorrow because he's all them hits. So that should make him want to say, you know what, man, I'm just gonna start getting rid of this ball. I ain't gonna hold this shit until I get wide open to throw you guys the ball. So y'all just run down and just know we're doing a short game. We're gonna do the short game. Then we're gonna do a long game. Catch their ass off guard.
Right, because Deion Sanders had played with some elite running backs, right? He played with Emmitt Smith. We all know that. He played with Ricky Waters. We know that. And who was the running back in Baltimore? Was it Dylan? No, was it Dylan?
I think it was I think it might have been Dillon.
Jamal?
I think it was Jamal. Yeah, Jamal.
He was a running back. He was a young running back then when Deion was at Baltimore.
Right, and he had that running back. Hold on, did he play for Washington? He didn't play for Washington. Did he play for Washington?
Yeah, he played for Washington. Yeah, he was Adrian Peterson.
Right. So we know that for a fact. But I think Fonnis hit it on the head too when he said that Prime is living vicariously through his children, which is what we all do. But he needed to stop so much because he always been prime time, right? So he prime time TV, and it's just too much TV now. Now you can still win and still be hot as hell and still be exposed, blew up by just being quiet. Who you are now. I see why you did it last year. You ain't got to do it this year. They catch you on game time, and you can fuck people up, catch everybody off guard, and you can be more. You be more even bigger than what you are now.
So what you're saying, Coffee? You already did the hard work last year.
Exactly.
Colorado is known. People is waiting on them. So now he can kind of simmer down a little bit.
Simmer down and just play the game on Saturday. Don't let them see you Monday through Friday. I wouldn't even show nothing else. Just on Saturday when the game comes, people gonna tune in because they're gonna hear you smashing people. Like Colorado supposed to be beating people. They supposed to be beating teams by 30-some points. But
and then you know what? Listen, Deion represents both dynamics, right? He represents the dynamic that you want to cheer for, and he represents the dynamic that you want to cheer against. So anytime those two dynamics cross hairs, it's called controversy. So Deion Sanders is a very controversial figure, and this is why Colorado is so attracting, right? And the gravity up at Boulder is just amazing. And you don't, like you say, you don't have to keep the show going. No. Okay? You done did that already. You done did the show already. Now it's time to show and prove and put the results on the tundra.
Facts. That's all you got to do. Every Saturday, crush them just like that. And you're going to get more publicity and more pull than you get money through Thursday or through Friday when you're doing ready media or whatever your media, all that other stuff that be doing. It just be too much, and it's not enough focus on basketball and strategies. It's more focus on media now. And like you said last year, they laid the groundwork already. You already established. Everybody in the world know who you are. Even in Russia, they know who you are.
ran Nick Saban out the league, right?
Yeah, so did. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so did. And then you take that with all them commercials you got going on. Man, I just be chill Monday through Friday, play a game on Saturday, and smack every team that come our way. Teams be getting up because they be like doing the whole week. Just like we see that shit, they see that shit too. They be like, man, I can't wait to play their ass. We gonna fuck Colorado up just because they think they all that and this, that, and other. You know how that shit kick in. Just wait on Saturdays and then you catch people off guard. And Colorado gonna be freaky on them because they gonna even been on soft shit. And then everybody be on the same page because right now, everybody mind be on that social media shit. They watch the whole team watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. And you can't get your shit going on how you wanted to get it going on. So the whole team need to get back focused on just football, which is what it is. All that.
Isn't that what LeBron told Lonzo Ball?
Keep the main thing. That's a fact. That's why Lonzo Ball that's why them Ball brothers call all them cold. You know what I'm saying? Starting with LeVar. LeVar made their family so incredible, and then you fall back and let them be who they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, Deion, man, I love Deion. I can't keep saying it enough and what he done for that program. But now you got to just fall back and chill and let the whole team fall back and chill. And we ain't got to see them lifting all the weights no more. We ain't got to see the job.
Keep the devil in the details, right?
Exactly. We ain't got to see no more motivational speeches. We don't know. Y'all keep that on the private. And then on Saturday, we're going to know all the motivational speeches when y'all crush the other team by 30-something points. We're going to know everything we're doing. Like, damn, they doing that shit Monday through Friday now. We see now what it is. And then everybody won't be as distracted and they'll be focused without looking at social media every day. Every day they posting something. Every day the whole team.
I know, but it's hard though, Coffee. Listen, it's hard. I drive down the road and every now and then peek at my phone. I know I shouldn't be having my phone in my hand while I'm driving. But sometimes I just think I'm such a skillful driver that I can get away with it, right?
Facts.
So it's hard for these youngsters to stay off that social media when that's, like you say, that's where the attention is. That's where the critics are. You know who's criticizing you and you know who's praising you. And then you keep that in your memory bank so when you get to the next level, you know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. It's just difficult. And I'm telling you, it's not their fault. It's just the paradigm that we live in, that social media is the ultimate judge of your daily activities. And then once you become a spectacle of a celebrity, it's 100 times even worse how you think people should feel about you and how people project you in their mind. That's why I can't say much about getting away from the social media because it was designed to be to attract your dopamine and get you in conch and what's going on in that digital world. But what they need to do is understand that, okay, I got my social media, but without me having this God-gifted talent and this talent being guided and structured in the way where I can showcase it for the world to see, and someone somewhere will notice me and want me to be a part of their movement, then I will be called on draft day. And this is what they need to understand. Your social media is cool, but remember, you want your name to be called on draft day, not in DMs.
Now, that's a
and
fact,
that's what
man.
they have to differentiate.
Now, that's a fact, which is why, right, like you say, it's hard to cut it off instant gratification or instantly. So what you do is you just cut down. If I'm on it 5 days out of a week, maybe I just be on it 2 or 3 days. You know, let me just cut it all the way down and try to get just 2 days of it, and I get everything else in. Because going to college and doing the homework and doing the practicing, you be tired as hell, man. People understand when you ain't on that. And you be tired as hell. That's a whole day right there. After school.
And then sometimes it keeps you up at night. You be ready to lay down coffee, and then you say, well, just let me check it one last time. You know what I mean? Let me run through the gamut. Let me check my Snapchat. Let me check my X. Let me check my TikTok. Let me check my Instagram. Let me check my Facebook. And whatever else you're part of social media. Just before I lay down, just let me run through it. And next thing you know, you done check that thing for 2 hours.
2 hours. You up at this in 2 hours right there, just like that. And that's why I know everybody. It ain't just to do a mindset. It's everybody's mindset, especially the players that don't get a chance to get in the game. And that's why everybody got to be on the same accord. And how you do that, it starts with the coaches. Change your strategies, come with a better strategy, a better game plan. But most importantly, let every player know that they're important and don't just tell them. Reward them by putting them in the game. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to put them in the game in the first half. Y'all lost to 28 to 0 anyway. So you could try a lot of things out. All that ain't so true when they say you perform in the game how you perform in practice. So if you don't practice hard, you won't play the game. That's a cap. That's bullshit. Yeah, because in practice, there ain't no 75, 80,000 people watching the motherfucking either. You know what I'm saying? You be geeked up, but you on the sideline can't get in the game. I think Nebraska had about 75,000 fans out there.
Yeah, that was a difficult thing to see all that red in that stadium. You know what I mean? And they want revenge. You know, red is revenge, right?
Yeah, red is
so that's crazy. Shout out to Marvin. So that's crazy to see all that red and they cheering against you. When on your social media, you got millions of fans who's cheering for you, basically, right? And now you get into a sea of red and they cheering against you. And this is why I thought it was a stupid play by the coach to have Shadur Sanders throw out of the end zone to the furthest portion of the field with an out. If you're going to throw to the furthest portion of the field, then you need to run and go. So even if the ball is intercepted, it's like a punt.
That's a fact.
I don't know what made them call that play for Shadur Sanders to throw it to the furthest portion of the field on an out. And it went right into the quarterback hands who sat on that route and picked six. And that killed a lot of momentum.
That was Pat Shermer did that shit. I'm almost sure Shadur when
Shadur could check out of it though. Nah, I don't like this because they playing a zone and it's a chance that this defensive back will sit on the route because he's just playing an area. He's not playing the man. And then they got a safety on top of him.
Yeah.
So let me check out of that and just maybe try a run or something. You know what I mean? Or bubble screen. You know, something simple to get the ball in the playmaker hand and hope he can get that yards after catch.
I agree 100%. Who's that just came in? Who's that?
That's Marvin.
That's who?
Marvin perspective from the other side. You remember Marvin, Chicago Bulls fan.
That's Marvin.
Grumpy ass Marvin.
Marvin, say something. Marvin, I know Marvin been here. Marvin, say something.
Marvin OG Tatum.
Hold up, Coffee.
What's up, Chicago in the house?
Wait 1 second, Coffee. Wait 1 second, Coffee. Because I'm laughing at Dex.
I know you is, old grump.
Now, he going to call me a grump. But I didn't call this man at least 15 times. And he know I have. And I'm going to say it live and in color.
He laughing too. That tickled Dex. He like that shit. Dex look at that phone.
No. Hold on, Coffee. Let me finish, Coffee. Because hey, first of all, how you doing, brother Coffee?
Marvin, my guy.
Marvin, it's amazing that I'm hearing from you. I love you, brother. I'm glad that you doing well, man. You know, I ain't saw you in a minute, ain't heard from you in a minute. I'm loving to hear your voice, brother.
Hey, man, listen. Thank you, brother. And that's so great to hear from you guys, too. Now, I'm going to say everybody on the panel, how y'all doing this evening? And to everybody on the panel, except Dex, y'all have a great evening. Because I got some other words to tell Dex.
Hey, go ahead, take a look. I got to check out.
Okay, Marvin, give me a check down. Give me a check down.
Anyway, I love you guys, Marvin.
All right, salute, Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. And then get on Dex, because Dex, we'll look at his phone, won't pick that motherfucker up. That's what he do.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? One thing about me, Coffee, before you leave, excuse my language, I wouldn't care nothing about who called me because I don't know how important it is sometimes. And Dex, this is directed towards you.
I know you want to embarrass me.
No, I'm not going to embarrass you. You're too well of a man for me to even think such. What I'm going to say is, first of all, how you doing this evening? Second of all,
I'm doing better. I'm doing much better. Flight put up a live, so you know I'm active when Flight put up their live.
Well, I knew you would do it.
Everybody subscribe. Before Marvin give me a dress down, please subscribe to Flight Sports TV and make sure you hit that like button as well and hit the notification bell. If you're enjoying this live, and I appreciate all the night riders, the night callers out there that's playing in the shadows. If you enjoyed this live in this channel, please hit that notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. Go ahead, Marvin.
No, I'm not here for long. I just stopped in for a second. Just so happened I was running through the YouTube situation and just happened to see my buddies are live right now. So
I was surprised still. I didn't know. Listen, Marvin, I swear I didn't know, because if I knew, I would have hit you up. You know that. Well, I saw Flight Live, and I said, "Oh shit, Flight Live! Let me jump on."
I know it, man. Yeah, because we don't. It's a spur of the moment thing. No, man, I was just stopping in, man, just to holler, and I heard a Coffee. I'm thinking, wow. Oh, wow. I hadn't spoke to to him for a while. And was just listening to the conversation. You guys got an interesting conversation about the Sanders guy. And I'm not too in tune with Colorado because my Michigan team lost today. I'm not too angry about that either. We did win the national championship last year. But I guess I can only be angry because it is my only college team. But that I am here to say, Colorado, where do we go? What do we expect? And how far can he really go? Now, sky's the limit, right? I would think so. But who knows? So, man, listen. Dex, I tell you, if you are unlimited, you are everywhere. You know every sport. I'm going to tell you this before I go any further. When I get big, I'm going to be just like you. That's all I'm going to say.
Stop it, Marvin. Stop it with these broad brush compliments.
Okay, let me rephrase that. When I grow up, I'm gonna be just like you. Is that better?
I think you're already there.
No, man. I just turned 21 last year, man. How you doing, man? How
I
you
think
doing,
the
brother
new
Daddy?
region, I think the new region you currently reside in that you call home, which is Alaska, we're still waiting for you to find Bigfoot. And when you
Well,
do, please put it on Flight Sports TV.
well, now I had a shot of him earlier. I called you, but you didn't answer the phone, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But no, man, I was just stopping in. I'm not going to stay long, man. I just stopped in and just got the boys so ironically, from the movies in Alaska at this time of the night. But actually, the movies are still going this time of the night. But hey, the region. Um, just want to, like I said, man, every chance I get, if I get a minute, I like to stop in and just, give a hoot and holler. Hadn't heard from a lot of the guys or spoke with a lot of guys in a while, including Marquez. I actually stepped in because the very next time that Marquez is on, I'd like to speak with him. I have a couple of questions for him and you, because I'm not going to mention the Lakers yet, but I will be. And I know I get a lot of flack about the Bulls, but expectations are not that high right now. So I didn't know exactly what the conversation was about until I stepped in. So I don't want to, disrupt anything. Want
Well,
to
we're
just stay
thinking about
on.
Colorado football.
Yeah, okay. And at the
And
present
then
time, the
we know
games.
how we get, right? We
I'm
have a
sorry.
main topic of discussion, and then sometimes we veer off and we go on a
Well,
tangent, and then we
wait a
put
minute.
it back in.
Did you say sometimes? I think you understated that.
I was just being nice.
Yeah, actually, and truly, you really were. Oh man, I am. I just, like I said, I just got in. I'm chilling. You know, I'm cold chilling, man. I actually, that's literally cold chilling. It's not cold here yet, though. The weather's
It's going
having
to
a good.
be. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
coming to
now.
Alaska, Marvin. I'm not coming to Alaska until I see you survive the first winter of Alaska.
Okay. Yeah, you forget the.
You've been in Alaska while it's been sunny, it's been moderate, but until you buy the harsh winter on the frozen tundra up in Alaska and get you a cast of a Bigfoot footprint, that's when I'm coming.
Wow. And you and that Bigfoot thing, I don't know where that comes from because I do not believe that
It's in
Bigfoot
Alaska.
is from
Bigfoot's in Alaska.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Man, I got a call coming. I got my boss
Bigfoot
calling
was
me.
in
I'm sorry,
Northern
guys.
California, right?
I'm gonna have to
Bigfoot was in
step out. I
Northern
got a call
California.
coming. I got a call coming in.
Okay, go ahead and pause out. Bigfoot was in Northern California, right, in the 60s. Then he moved up to the Pacific Northwest up in Portland, and then got up into Washington in the Olympics. And then he went over to Alaska, and that's where Bigfoot is right now. He's in Alaska. So Marvin's in Alaska. We want Marvin to find Bigfoot, and we can get Bigfoot on live. And maybe Bigfoot might have a thing or two about sports. Until then, I ain't going to Alaska because the 6 months night and the 6 month sunlight, and now the sun is starting to dip, and so Marvin's going to have to deal with 6 months of darkness. So I want to see how he handles that up there in Anchorage, Alaska. So the thing of it is tonight, first of all, please like the stream. Hit the like button. It's very important to hit the like button. Your engagement was phenomenal today. I appreciate the engagement. But hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. So this here stream can trend in the algorithm. And also hit the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. And so we here at Flight Sports TV want to extend our appreciation for you to saddle in and ride the wave of the Buffalo. Even if you're not a true Buffalo fan, anytime the Colorado Buffaloes are playing and we're streaming, you are humbly welcome to engage with us. And we will appreciate you. We don't take you for granted for 1 minute. Because we here at Flight Sports TV realize you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a portion of your time and space that you will never get back. You can never get this back here with us at Flight Sports TV. That's why we won't take you for granted. We appreciate every second that you stay here with us, viewing, engaging in the chat, hopping on the panel, sharing your joy, your content, because Flight Sports TV is a open content platform. And we appreciate Flight for creating such a mechanism of truth and the apparatus of honesty when it comes to sports talk. There's no censor here. We ask for decorum. We ask for decorum. But if you choose otherwise, then you can't blame Flight Sports TV for the consequences, because we meet the energy that is brought to us. If you cool, we cool. If you rambunctious, we can get rambunctious. If you're recalcitrant, we can get recalcitrant. We are who you are, and we are who you may want to be. So just keep that in mind when you come to Flight Sports TV. Do whatever, just keep it within the framework of monetization, because we don't want to lose our monetization because we're a monetized channel. But if you want to get a little aggressive, you can. We're not holding you back, but we're not responsible of the results based on who will meet you at your energy level. Because this chat is one of the craziest chats in YouTube, and right now it's calm with a lot of Colorado content, but sometimes it can get pretty wild. So I would like for you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and be a part of something that's good and greater than yourself, and share what you want to share. Release the trauma, because Colorado just got trounced. And Shadur Sanders had a very pedestrian game. And there's trauma there, because there's people pumping their fists for Colorado ascension. And Colorado being a big player in the game. And then there's others that cheer and want to see the demise of the Deion Sanders primetime factor. So when these two roads meet at the crossroads, it's called controversy. And when Colorado Buffalo, under the dictation of Coach Prime, it's a controversial event. So we're going to get both sides of the spectrum, and we welcome both sides of the spectrum. We're not a monotone. We're monetized, but we're not monotone. So we accept both sides of the spectrum, and then whatever side that you present, you're going to be met with the same kind of energy. So that's the warning. That's all we're saying. Demure, cool. It's up to you how you want to present yourself, either on the panel, because it's an open panel, or in the chat. You're welcome to express yourself. And this is why we say Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, because we are here for you. And when we want to round up what was discussed tonight here at Flight Sports TV, we have to take it there. And although we are proponents of CU Buffs under the dictates of Deion Sanders. We are proponents of the Sander boys, Travis Hunter and company, coming from Jackson State University. We're proponents. But we were very dismayed at the demonstration of the Colorado Buffaloes. This is something that we did not want to see this soon. But on the other hand, being more optimistic than pessimistic is that they lost early. Anytime in college football, if you're going to lose early. Just like Alabama last season. They lost early to Texas and they rebound and end up in the playoffs. And FSU, who didn't lose, went undefeated, didn't make the playoff based on the eye test. So as long as Colorado keeps up the eye test and keeps winning, they will have a grand opportunity to be placed amongst the top 12 in college football. And that's all we want. We want to see the improvement of Colorado be displayed week in and week out. We want to see the adjustments being demonstrated quarter after quarter. We want to see the coaches showing discernment. We want to see the coaches being austere in their play calling and understanding the situation of the game and the play clock at the time. We don't want to see loose, haphazard kind of style of football. No sandlock. We don't need that. The sandlock will come from Shedeur Sanders if the play happens to break down and he has to be innovative. We will accept that. But we will not accept that coming from the sidelines. The sidelines have to be very discerned when they out there calling plays. They have to be very structured and directional. We want to see Colorado display an array of attacks. Not just attacks from Jimmy, not just attacks from Shedeur, not just attacks from Travis. We want the whole 11-man aspect being on display. And that's the three levels: offense, defense, and special teams. That's 33 players. Once we see that, once Colorado utilizes their array of an arsenal, Colorado can be unstoppable. Because we see what happened in the second half where the Nebraska Cornhuskers felt the Colorado Buffaloes gave up. Coming out of that tunnel in the second half, the Colorado Buffalo defense manned up. They didn't give up, they manned up. They showed and proved how good they can be. Because it's very difficult going into your opponent's enemy territory where you look up in the crowd and the 60,000 opposing people screaming negative epithets at you in the way you play. And you come back and you answer the bell by nasting them 2 straight quarters. Over third quarter. Over fourth quarter. That is very impactful. It's amazing. And it is a momentum starter. So going into next game, we're going to see the Colorado Buffaloes and their defense man up and be counted for. No way Warren Sapp is going to allow this defense to lay down because he wasn't a player that laid down. From college onto the pros, Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer as he is, Warren Sapp. I know some took Warren Sapp to be a little comical when he was on the show with Jason Whitlock, because he displayed a different side of Warren Sapp. He displayed the chummy, good big bear kind of guy. And that was a side of Warren Sapp we wasn't really familiar with, and it was kind of attractive. But the Warren Sapp that we really know deep down inside is ferocious, tenacious, and have a penchant for attacking those that oppose him. He was an overbearing figure on that defensive front, Warren Sapp. And that kind of approach to the game, he was rewarded a gold jacket. And we want to see Warren Sapp instill that same kind of ferocious, tenacious appetite to destroy who's on the other side in an opposing uniform for the Colorado Buffaloes. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. Remember, this is Warren Sapp's second game coaching the Colorado Buffaloes. And we've seen that Nebraska was unable to punch the ball in the end zone, hit pay dirt in the second half. Third quarter, Nathan. Fourth quarter, Nathan. To me, that shows a lot of adjustment and pride instilled in that defense from the halftime chat that Warren Sapp espoused to his defensive members. Now we just have to align the offense with the same kind of attack mode. Yes, it's offense, but that don't mean you have to become a ballerina because you play offense. You should have the same mindset as your defense. Attack, and whoever in uniform as an enemy opposing you, you want to demolish them. You want to destroy them. You want to dominate them. And Nebraska got off to a springboard start, 28-0. Colorado won the second half, 10-0. And I want to see Colorado continue in that kind of approach towards the game. Not wait to the second half when you're down, but start the game with such a mindset, and you probably won't be down for the rest of the game. The offense will come along, but there's going to be some tight games. There's going to be some 17-13 games. And that defense, if they can average a team to just 13 points or 17 or less, Colorado should be an 8-win team. Because this is the aberration to see Shedeur Sanders play the way he played, even though he still nestled 240 some odd yards and completed 23 passes. This is college football. He completed 23 freaking passes with one turnover, 38 attempts, 36 attempts, something to that nature. 36 attempts, one turnover, 23 completions. So he's going to whip that ball out there. He's going to spin that pigskin. He's going to spin it. And these numerous scouts from the NFL who come to see what Colorado has to offer, those who are watching for Shedeur Sanders and his performance, they want to see him spin that pigskin. And they want him to have the shortest of memories, whether it was a good play or a bad play, a positive game or a negative game. He has to have a very short memory if he want to be in uniform. Well, he's going to be in uniform, but if he want to be in uniform starting on Sunday. And this is where it starts. Right here with CU Buffs, Boulder, Colorado. So that was a tough road game. Most of the FBS pundits purists and fanatics had Colorado losing this game. So it's not a shock that they lost. But it's kind of difficult to digest the way they lost. And watching that first half was dreadful. It was an eyesore. The second half was much better, but could have been better than much better. Because that defense didn't yield 1 point in the second half. Now think about this now. And this is why I keep reiterating and putting strong emphasis on what happened in the second half was based on the adjustments that was made, because last season, Colorado was charged of negligent on the defensive side when it came time to adjustment. They was charged with a horrific felony of an organized football team not making adjustments and leading the FBS in points against.
We're gonna pull back up tomorrow. This was a hell of a stream. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV already now.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.